What the hell? I'm muted this whole time? Unbelievable. I was talking crazy trash about Tony Hayabusa as well. Thankfully, I was muted though. But damn. Because that was... Greaser Guy, what's good? Redstep? Tech Memphis, Guys Limit Lawsuit Larry. Charlie. KBG. Laverne. As gamers, we should not call for a game to fall. This situation happens all the time. The D2 community is only mad because it happened to them. Pathetic if you wish for a downfall in a game. I think that wishing for the downfall of another game is, I mean, here's the thing. People are going to wish it one way or the other, right? I think that mostly it comes down to frustrations with Bungie, you know? I don't wish the downfall for Marathon. I want Marathon to do its own thing. I just wish that Bungie didn't give so much attention and effort to Marathon, which caused the, you know, what happened to Destiny, right? That's mostly my frustration, so I don't think that, you know, killing Marathon or anything really gets us Destiny 2 back, right? Like that doesn't... Destiny 2 doesn't hit the self-res button if we kill Marathon. Which we don't even have the power to kill another game. The interesting part, like wishing bad on another game is almost like a silly thing in some ways. Like the game's just going to perform as well as it's going to perform regardless. You know what I'm saying? That's like shaking your fist at the mountains, you know? Ah, I wish that mountain would fall over. It's like, yeah, all right, you know? Sure. At the end of the day, it's like, the game's going to do what it's going to do. It's going to perform the way it's going to perform. Bring the new chats over to the Xbox stream if you want. It's twitch.tv/Xbox. Yes, Lafayette. Look at that. Is that not nice? That's way more legible than the other emotes, I think. I think that one's clean. What's up? What's up, KBG? What's gone? What's good, Revoker? What's good, Teakers? What's good, Hot Rodsman? We saw Xbox Marathon is discounted by 30%. It's been like that for a few months now. They gave a discount pretty early on to get people in the game. It hasn't obviously done what they're looking for, you know? But it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Who's this? Oh my god, someone made a We Want D3. I'm not trying to be mean, but that is completely illegible. I don't know who that is, but holy crap, I literally can't hear. He put the tiniest little red text with no outline. Oh man, that's tough. They will announce a D3. We don't know that for sure. We're purely advocating for it to signal boost it. Our goal is not to demand it. We can't make it happen, right? But what we can do is show that there's a massive audience that would buy this thing, right? Yes, take the emotes, put them in the chat. That's what I'm saying. I love seeing these emotes here. Let's see here. What did I have here? What happened? I literally copy and paste. Dude, the most frustrating thing in the world is having two PCs and then you have two mouse and keyboards. And then you try to type something and you typed on the wrong keyboard, wrong mouse, and then your mic's muted. What? 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 No, it's not. What's this? You type in TI twice. Do you not know how to spell petition? You say sign the petition. Petition. Petition is PETITI. Why would you make two separate emotes for TI? It's TI. Now, do the letters look a little wacky? Yes. But you know what? This is what happens when you do your own work, chat. This is what happens when you make your own emotes. Is this pre-recorded? Yes, this was pre-recorded in the future, Punisher. And I want you to know something very clear. Don't get in your car on June 20th at 8 a.m. Trust me, Punisher. Something very bad will happen to you. I'm from the future, Punisher. Don't get in the car June 20th. Just saying. So it's up to you. He said, bro, stop. What's good, Dev Fox? Tier 1 sub. Appreciate you, bud. Xbox buys Bungie. We bring it back home. Xbox buys Bungie, buys Destiny 2, buys the IP, fires Bungie, hires 343 to make Destiny 3. We are so back. Everyone's happy, dude. 343, everyone knows they handled Halo really well. That's what people want. Give the people what they want. You know what I'm saying? That's what we want. We want 343. That's what the people are chanting on the mountaintops. Right? The sign the petition one definitely needs some work. This is what happens when you make your own emotes. Yeah, we want Destiny 3, sign the petition. That's beautiful, dude. Look, that took me like an hour of my own work. Okay? So you could roast it if you want, chat. But hey, I'm an artist now. I do commissions. Deadly Phantom, thank you. And Sheffy with the tier 1 sub. That's right. Yeah, I do commissions. And you can commission me right now, Spear Storm. What's good, Miss Kid? What's up? What's up? Honestly, I think it looking kind of bad. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's good in some ways. As soon as you type a message, it makes you wait like 2 minutes, it looks like. 2-minute slow chat is brutal. That is brutal. Do I have to be a sub to use the emotes? Yeah, they're sub emotes. But you can prime sub. There it is, Lafayette. Exactly. Guys, Xbox doesn't own Bungie. They have no say. Sony is literally where games and studios go to die. The kiss of death, unless you're making a solo sword game. Dude, if you're making a sword game, for sure, you better go to Sony immediately. They got that swords on lock, dude. Sword game? Sign the Pishan. Sign the Pishan. Laserhawk. Well done. Guys, the way you spell petition is P-E-T-I-T-I, so you just use the T-I emote twice. This is as a litmus test for people's education levels. I'm kidding, of course. It's not that serious. But yeah, make sure you spell it right. Sign the Pashan does not send as powerful messages. We want Des 3. We want Derpstiny 3. We're going to misspell everything around here. But you know what? Our message, it might be misconstrued. It might be illiterate. But our message is clear. We want Marathon 2. Fuck. Damn it. Fucked it up. It was something else. What was it? Destiny 3. Yes, that's what it was. Sign the Pishan. Exactly, Sheffy. Sign the Pishan. Thank you, Tech Memphis. Appreciate you, bud. Appreciate you. Yes. And we got left for Creeper has gifted us up. Thank you, thank you. All right. You bringing back the crystals for Tuesday? Maybe, dude. Maybe we have to bring it back. That's good. Have a great day. Thank you, Nick. Appreciate it. It's good, Snowy. I know. I don't know if we're going to have the same presence in this one with the 2-minute slowdown mode. Someone said, I love Israel and I want Destiny 3. God damn it. They're 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 taking us into deep waters here, god damn it. Someone said Elder Scrolls 6 or Riot. Rebel has gifted 5. Let's go. Thank you very much, Rebel. Microsoft definitely has the money to buy Bungie off Sony. Yeah, but the problem is Bungie's probably worth like $20 and a pack of smokes at this point. So it's like, it's probably not going to happen. Yes, let's go. Saint Killjoy, I see you over there. Jokes on them. I really do well with authority. The more I try to silence me, the louder I'm going to be. There you go. Don't want modern day Bethesda to make Elder Scrolls 6? Yeah. Spam buy Bungie. We want D3. Purchase Bungie. I know it's maybe a few $100 million, guys. But if you could just like buy them and then make a Destiny 3. Yes, I see more people over there. Yes. Dude, that one, Harleyzilla? Harleyzilla was locked in. That was a good one. That was a good one. Yes, that was that one was clean. Had the like the dog emoji with that. That was good. I'm about to drop a nice one right here. Boom. You can get like kind of like a big wall of, Redvard does not mess around. Yeah, since you can get like a big wall, I think we wall it up, dude. I think we wall it up. I don't know what the maximum emotes amount is, but I think we wall it up. D3, that's what I'm talking about, Andy Bristol. That's what I'm saying, Left for Creeper. Make it happen. Use the emotes. We got twitch.tv/Xbox. We got 18 minutes till they go live. Other than that, we're going to check out what news we got going on here. The usual. Covering the news. Fighting the trolls on Twitter. Another day in Destiny. Alright, got that. Wow, interesting. There is complete acceptance of generative AI in Korea. There's very little pushback there. Very interesting. And then they go and make a game like Crimson Desert. We got a bunch of different news stories here. Another day with Marislap? You think so? Oh god, I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about what's going on with that. I can only imagine. I'm just gonna look briefly at the horror. Look away! Ah! Oh my god! How is it doing this bad? Like, actually, how? Golly. That's rough. Poor Marathon, dude. Pouring out for Marathon, dude. Every end is a new beginning. Every end is a new beginning for Marathon. That is for sure, my dudes. Golly. We needs to be Toon Sahur. That's what we need. Toon Sahur X Marathon collaboration. We are so back. Toon Sahur X Destiny 2. And we could fund the next 3 years. All right, we're about to drop a wall on these guys, dude. Oh, look at that. Dude, you can put in so many emotes in one message. Dude, they let you drop a... I dropped a tactical nuke with that one, dude. That was just a wall of we want Destiny 3. Let me see. I did 10 control Vs. I'm going to go 11, 12, 13 control Vs. We might be maxing out. We're min-maxing the D3 spam here. See how far we can get it. This guy said, this guy's not a sub. He's got... The poor guy. Someone get this guy a sub. The Prodigal Son, 3,000. Oh my god. This poor soul. He was like, those emotes are perfect. He posts them, nothing. He's sitting in chat feeling dumb as hell right now. I gift that guy a sub. How do I gift this guy a sub? What is he at? The final shape raid race. He's been following since 7 minutes ago. He'll be here. Don't worry. He knows. They give you a 3-minute... They bar you from being able to post for 3 minutes afterwards. That's kind of crazy. The amount of content had been cut by at least 2/3 after the final shoot. Paul quote tweeted someone, and then they just deleted their entire account. They got hit by the Paul Tassi fucking ratio quote tweet, and so they just said, you know what? I'm out. And they just deleted their whole entire account. It's beautiful. It's actually beautiful. All right, you're not ready for this wall. You're not locked in like me, chat. You have to be a follower for 1 hour to chat? Oh, what? Now they put it on 1 hour follower only? That's toxic, dude. That's toxic. Godlike thumbnail? Yeah, thank you. I can't even type in chat anymore. They just bumped it to 1 hour. They're trying to silence us. They're trying to censor us. Harley Zilla's locked in. Harley Zilla apparently followed them for a long time. Harley Zilla is our strongest soldier. And Dev Fox. It's up to you two to carry the mantle. I lead others to a treasure I cannot possess. I brought you the emotes, but I cannot post them. Menu where they follow for an hour. I know, I thought about it. I followed like... I mean, by the time the stream goes live, I'll be like 30 minutes deep into it. I literally said it yesterday. I was like, I should go follow them. And then I didn't go look up what their stream was and follow them. I literally said it yesterday too. I said it on stream. I told everyone to go do it. And then I didn't do it myself. So I can blame no one but myself. Are we spamming on Xbox too? Yes. We are sending a message everywhere we can. Xbox included. Everyone can catch a stray. Xbox, PlayStation, Sony, Jeff Keighley, everyone. Nintendo, no one's immune to Destiny 3. All right? Everyone can catch these Wolfpack rounds. We're putting Destiny 3 across the whole internet. There's no stop to Destiny 3. Quick and easy. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Yes, yes, yes. Look, if you have the emotes and you want to use them, this is a solid one right here. That's that. Those are the emotes. You can type them out in the chat, and then you can click Control C, Control V, and then you can like paste, and you can put a big wall of them, like a wall of like. You can put it in like I think like 10 plus times, so it can say we want Destiny 3 a bunch of times. Yes, sir. All right. Someone said, I don't like spamming, but I'm quite sure they don't think that Destiny 3 would be announced here. They just want to make sure it will be made someday. Yes. Jeff Keighley says, seated for Xbox Showcase, which is expected to run just under 2 hours, including Gears of War. Gotcha. How embarrassing for Sony when their gaming community is swamping an Xbox live stream. That has to be the worst PR I've ever seen. I mean, it's just about sending a message that a lot of people really want Destiny 3. It's people will interpret it a variety of different ways. You're not wrong to feel whatever way you feel about it, but we really, really want to just signal boost it as much as possible. Ego, thank you for the Prime sub. Thank you. I need 50 plus minutes for the spam. I know, man. They got us locked up, dude. They got us absolutely locked up. We should anticipate it. The next one we go to, we have to follow them like at least an hour in advance. At least. It's too late. I know. It's going to take a while. It's going to take me 30 minutes into the stream to be able to type anything. It's brutal. They got us locked up. Someone take my place in the spam team, yeah. Dude, it sucks. I can't even type in here, man. It says I have to be a follower for 31 more minutes, so 25 minutes into the stream I could post. Well, also, the amount of creators that are all about the Destiny 3 hype, but we're also making doomer videos about it. It's actually mental when you realize all they do is farm engagement off of any negative sentiment they can because they know it makes people click. That's insanity. Note to future self, never make a comment on how Marathon is doing. Why can't I click on this thing? There we go. All right. Dude, it's just a conversation. I know this is crazy. So I got this here. This is a crazy. This got 1 million views. Bro literally screenshot the Steam charts and got 1 million views. And you wonder why people are spamming that shit. God damn. Bro probably made like $100 off that post. Bro made just enough money to afford Five Guys off that post. One dinner at one numbered item at Five Guys off that post. And a cup of water. Marathon's dead. So let me get this guy's position straight. So if you're about Destiny 3 hype, but you were also making doomer videos about Destiny 2, it's mental when you realize all they do is farm engagement off of negative sentiment. So being truthful to the situation that Destiny 2 is doing bad, but being hopeful that a Destiny 3 could be better is mental. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm slowly getting to the opinion and the position that Twitter is a platform designed for the mentally unwell. That this is like, we should just we should like rename Twitter to like Insane Asylum, and then like people that actually want to talk and exist there will at least understand what they're signing up for. Like, enter the Insane Asylum app where the insane people control the narratives and talk about the most illogical, ass backwards discussions. Like, what are we even saying anymore? Like, Destiny 2 was doing terrible, correct? That doesn't mean that Destiny 3 couldn't do better or be better, and that we shouldn't advocate for a Destiny 3 to correct the mistakes that the Destiny 2 made, right? Like, what the hell? Insanity, dude. That feedback to save a franchise is not dooming? Yeah, exactly. It's also just like, if things are doing, the news regardless is just the news. So there's news, there's feedback, there's commentary, there's opinions, right? There's different, these things are kind of interwoven to some degree. But generally speaking, you know, like, the news is going to just be what it is. Like the Steam chart news for Marathon, it is what it is. Like, it's just, you can love it, hate it, have apathy towards it. It doesn't really matter, right? It's like, it's just the news, you know? Like the Marathon Steam charts, they're not doing well. Okay, sure, you know? But it is just still a fact, you know? It's just facts, right? And like Destiny 2's decline, like I imagine that's mostly what Mactic's videos were, right? It's like, I'm tired, so he's like, the current state of Destiny 2. We can save Destiny, right? There's none of this is bad. Like, what the hell? It's crazy. All right. Today's our big day, chat. Lock in, lock in. Ooh. An incredible 25 years. Today is the big day. It's time for the Xbox Live Showcase. We're doing the Xbox Game Showcase. We're doing Gears of War. Countless other things are about to be shown. And you better believe it, we're bringing in the Destiny 3 emotes into the chat. Not because Xbox is going to make Destiny 3, but we just want to make our presence known, even in this situation. So you can see it there. We got our own emotes. Here we go. It's time. See what they're cooking up over here on Xbox.
This is the Coalition Emergency Broadcast System. There are reports of multiple tremors causing minor damage across Kelowna.
Stay sharp. Don't let them surround you.
There should be more guns in the trunk.
Here, strap these on.
This isn't enough.
We should still head to the police station. We're gonna have more firepower there.
Right. Yes. It's about 2 blocks up ahead.
Okay.
Come on!
Shoot,
This
move,
way!
and watch for civilians. Get inside now.
Dude, I love seeing the new shooter games. Obviously, I feel like that's where I'm going to go as a Destiny 2 refugee. I wish more games were first person. Even when I watch this game, like, this game looks good. I'm not trying to change this game by any means, but the third person to first person comparison, man, I'm such a first person snob, dude. I love first person so much more for shooter games.
You see that? There's something big! Like huge crab fingers picking up through the street!
Just the adrenaline, kid. We need to keep moving through the underpass.
Let's get moving.
Let me see what I can do.
I'm at the pan safe. I need backup. These things are all over me.
More tremors.
Any gears out there? Anyone that can hear this? Look out! Oh, shit! What the fuck is that?
Target surface. Open fire.
These are goddamn breach points.
Reloading. Cover me. All right. That gear said they're stuck in the pay and save. Which way?
It's on the other side of those apartments. At least that thing carved us a shortcut.
Through here.
Too slow! Oh, bugger! Come on, then! Oh. Nice shot! Oh, where the hell did you lot come from?
We heard your distress call.
Well, you saved my ass. But we need to make ourselves scarce. These fuckers keep pouring in every few minutes.
More tremors, watch it!
Right on schedule. You guys here?
Yeah. Who are you?
Private, what's the matter?
Where's your squad?
That's pretty sick, actually. I like Gears. I like the tactical cover. I've never played this game, but I've watched a good amount of it. Like the cover that they use. The guns feel really visceral, like the way they're shooting them too.
These things been coming in waves?
What's the problem till I ran out of ammo? I'm not just kidding, I got friends inside.
Oh shit! Hit him with the choke slam. He's got him in the full mount. Oh, the ground and pound. Rip.
Reload it.
The realism is incredible. He's shooting the glass, and the glass has like the bullet holes, and it like is cracked exactly the way it would look. That's sick. I like that. The visuals are pretty good.
Contact front.
There's no end to these freaks!
Pick him off.
On your right, I got it!
Jammed.
Forgot to reload. Rookie moot. Uh-oh.
Tom.
He's just dying over here. Oh.
Our roads converge again. Marcus Phoenix.
Gears of War E-Day, what do you think? You buying that? You playing that? Maybe it's time to start playing Gears, man. They look pretty good. I mean...
Welcome to the Xbox Game Showcase. For the past 25 years, Xbox has delivered some of the greatest games of all time. Games that changed what was possible.
Games that you did not play. Sorry.
Games that define generations. Xbox was built on the spirit of creativity and heart. And as we kick off the show with Gears of War E-Day, it's only fitting that as we return to Xbox, we return to Gears. So today, we're announcing that Gears of War E-Day will be an Xbox console exclusive. The core of Xbox is great games, and that's what today is all about. We're going to show you more than 25 titles from creators around the world, followed by our Gears Direct. Enjoy the show.
Everyone's saying W in the chat? Wait, why is this a W? It's going console exclusive?
Do I remember
What is
the
it?
moment my powers
Will you be able to play it on PlayStation and Steam?
Well,
What the fuck? Does that mean you can only play it on Xbox?
And mud and manure
Why is this good?
whilst holding on to
Why would we
the-
celebrate this? Yeah! Fuck them consumers on PlayStation and Steam.
That had nails
What the hell?
blood.
I'm confused, dude.
Until I lost her grip. But she stayed away.
Yeah, exclusivity is not consumer friendly. This consumers, I don't think should cheer for that one. I'm not sure. What is the positive for the consumer on that?
I know why you're here.
It's just the Xbox fanboys happy about exclusives. Yeah, they got their exclusives. You know what? We got ours. Eye for an eye.
All that power. How do they use it? Killing mindless beasts. Fighting petty villains. None of that matters.
Look what the guild shut out.
A real hero knows how to wield power. Don't waste the time on trivialities.
You're back. And dressed like a swag.
It's not good, but this will be happening more and more again. Yeah, they were going in the other direction, and the problem is that when they went in the non-exclusive direction, that PC just started dominating because PC is fucking peak, and so then they're like, you know what? Let's not do that. Like PlayStation made Marathon, and Marathon is primarily played on PC, and they have to pay Valve's 30%. It's not good. So now they're going back to the old ways, right? They're regressing back. This is not good for the consumers, though. It was way better to have options. Way more epic. Way more consumer friendly. The problem is that in doing so, they basically just become Xbox and PlayStation become employees of Steam, effectively. So they're like, yeah, maybe we don't. They want to have their market share, right? This is just greed more than anything, dude. I feel like I yapped over that entire Fable trailer, so sorry if you were a big Fable fan, but that's crazy. The hell? Play it day one with Game Pass.
You've heard the story. Halo, the Chief, stuff.
Oh, fuck yes. This is my Destiny 3. Fuck it. We going back, dude. Hell yeah, we're going back.
Tell it today. This one you haven't heard. Op started simple enough. Drop in, grab the goods, get out before anyone noticed. Well, guess what? They noticed. Now you ready to get to it? You serve long enough, you learn to read a battlefield. This place, more of a freak show. And trust me, I know freaky.
Have you enjoyed your stay so far, Demon?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're on the clock. The thing with simple jobs is, they always get complicated. The plans change. Odds get worse. My advice, bring a Spartan.
That wasn't in the original. I think it's a remaster, right? Or is it not is it a remake? I can't remember.
Chief, you ever get tired of being the strong, almost silent type? No.
Nice. There's subliminal advertising. Play it. How can we very subtly get people to play on Xbox? Let's just tell them all it's day one on Game Pass. It's day one on all the other platforms too. It's a complete remake. Still awesome though. Yeah.
More than you can handle.
I've proven myself.
Have you? Have you really?
A sword keeps you alive. A dagger wins the fight. Look at this place. It's mad.
The final confrontation is about to begin!
Where are the others? Ezra's dead, Lenny. They're all dead. Move!
But you couldn't have said, hey, Lenny, you know those ancient death curse rumors? Well, maybe they're true. Sit in. And I
Play it day one on Xbox Game Pass. Whoa, no way.
You ever heard of the Midnight Channel?
Domino might have been on that Midnight Channel before she died too.
You're not gonna catch me dead playing one of these games, dude. No, sir. No, sir. Not playing. Nope. Nope. What the hell is even that? Gooner game? I don't even think it's a Gooner game. It's like a anime, Yu-Gi-Oh! Fucking... I don't even know. What the hell is this? Fishing? Oh, Daruz is in. You stupid bully jerk. Look, I'm just not the target audience. I'm not hating on the game. I'm just not the target audience. I get it. It's fine. I accept it. This is for someone else.
All right, which means that we also gotta catch whoever's tossing people in here.
I think I'd like to help
Swords,
too.
dude.
I'm not running away from this.
Honestly, you know what we really need more of? I know we saw like 17 of them in the PlayStation 1. We really do need some more sword games. I'm just like playing 118 sword games every year is just, it's not enough. It's not as cool as playing 290 sword games a year. I need more swords in my life. I just want... Oh, you can play that on day one with Game Pass if you didn't know. That's good too. Destiny 3, but it's a sword game.
And I used to argue about what ended the world. A weapon, a virus, something worse. Started in quiet towns, empty roads, places the world forgot. survivors found each other, built walls, pushed back against the night. We'll always have each other's back. Because the world has become more dangerous than ever.
This game seems alright.
Just wandering anymore. They hunt. In the end, it doesn't matter what you believe. What matters is that when the dead come through the dark, so do we.
That looks cool. State of Decay 3. Yeah. That looks cool. I like that. I'm still gonna say it though. I kind of wish it was first person, but hey, you know what? Fuck it. Why am I like this? Who hurt me? Why do I like first person shooters so much more? Why? I want to retrain my brain. I want to have like a lobotomy. Replace my brain with some Gears player or something. I don't know. Fuck. First person is peak, dude.
But what if you could make your own Sea of Thieves?
It's still good though. It's still good.
With our new free update, Custom Seas, you can. Let me.
But I'll give you an example. Like even when I watched the Halo gameplay, I was like, that first person when they were shooting that just looks so clean and so much more immersive, man. Like the coolest game I've seen so far was the Halo one.
Just remember to watch out for explosive.
That's my game, State of Decay. Yeah, nice.
I'm sure they're.
Who's playing Sea of Thieves? Sea of Thieves has had a bunch of controversies recently, like crazy amount of cheaters or something.
Or maybe you just want to spawn this, and these, and one of those, and absolutely loads of these, and well, you get the idea. You could create a cinematic masterpiece with enhanced camera.
Hey Mod, ban my YouTube too. Lucky needs to stop talking about how games be on Xbox isn't consumer friendly, but then talking smack on Game Pass. What? I was talking about exclusive games not being consumer friendly. Like, more just, in what way does the consumer benefit from exclusivity is what I want to know. Like, in what way do you benefit? If you can bring up a valid point, I'll happily hear you. I would love to hear you. Oh, dude, I'm all for it. If I got some learning to do today, teach me, lay it on me. But as far as I can tell, there's nothing that the consumer benefits from exclusivity. So it's purely just like a play to keep their capital and their shareholders happy, right? Like it's all it is. It's like corporate greed, you know? It's like, I don't think we would say W corporate greed in the chat, but maybe. Yo, W corporate greed, that's what we love to see.
They call him Führer.
Like imagine being like W Pete Parsons, nice car collection.
Not your name. Your name is Hunter.
I'd say less cheaters if it's multi-platform with PC. I mean, they'd have cross-play as like a toggleable option is one. So that's it. I mean, there's that. It was just the talking smack on the Game Pass directly afterwards. I was talking smack about the Game Pass. Like, they're doing this, like, subliminal advertisement of, like, play it day one, Game Pass. Play it on the Game Pass, day one. You can, oh, did you like that game? Play it on the Game Pass. It's like this subliminal advertisement they're trying to put in front of your face, right? It's like it's available day one on all platforms. It's like, you know, they're really trying to chum it up, I guess. Oh, here we go. We got a first-person shooter game. I gotta be quiet. I need to lock in. This might be a game I play.
Spreads like a plague. It's you from within. Every step and every move.
I'd 1,000,000% play this. I'd 1 billion% play this, dude. This looks good.
Your lies, and now, Hunter. That legendary Spartan is gone.
Write this one down. Write this one down. We gotta play this one.
I won't stop until the Führer burns.
Too many zombie games? Metro 2039. There's a lot of zombie games. There's a lot of post-apocalyptic games. That's why we were talking about it the other day. It's a weird conversation to have, but I swear there's like, we've run out of creativity. We did it all. Every creative thought was cooked up. We did futuristic and everything you can imagine in terms of themes and stories and foreshadowing, and it's all been cooked up, dude. So far, that Metro game looks like the best one, and the Halo one to me. I just really like shooter games, and if you feel differently, that's totally fine. I know someone was really liking the other games. That's cool too. This one right here, this is a game for Drews. This is not my jam. All right, we're playing as a fucking bluebird. That's kind of funny. He got electrocuted. All I'm saying is, you know, there's games made for everyone. Some people will like it. It's kind of cutesy and charming in its own way, I guess, you know? This is a game made for Kate. This might be a game made for Kate, yes. In my opinion, third-person games are a cash grab for cosmetics. It will help incentivize cosmetics. I think that the first person is just a lot harder to make. I don't know. I think that it's hard to say, man. I imagine the third person, it has like a lower barrier of entry, and then, you know, it'll sell better cosmetics because you can see them, right? So, like, strategically it makes sense, but first person is just so much more goated in terms of immersion. When I play a first-person shooter game, I feel like I'm in there, like I forget about the real world. I'm like, this is me. I am on the fucking shore fighting the battle of fucking war. I'm on the beaches of Normandy right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm on the beaches of Normandy right now. I'm storming the beaches. I am here. I am fighting this fucking war. If I'm in third person, I'm like, yeah, I'm playing a character that's fighting in the war. That's it. That's just more sword game. Hold up, lock in, guys. More sword games. We need this is what we needed right here. Wolong 2.
So, it was you who set the red.
This one might actually be a pretty... I'm not actually roasting this one. This one does look good. I hate to be so cynical. I'm just like... We watched through so many of these streams recently, and it's just like sword game, sword game, sword game, sword game. Like, all right, we get it. Sony and PlayStation, they really love their sword games.
You're ready for the challenge and the reward of opening your very own cult.
Yes! This is what I'm talking about, baby! We're starting a cult!
You'll be going to beautiful Bedford County, USA. Teaming with locals waiting to join our family.
You scare me? You don't scare me.
You better reevaluate your life choices.
You pissed off a random person on the street. You want a trophy?
Even if they don't know it yet. Build a cult, and I will shield you from the apocalypse. Join us. Join us.
Nothing can stop our love. Looking for the owner of a severed human head.
Join us.
Selected, or it will be
This
given
is so
away
good.
on first come, first served basis.
So good. Love that. Not a first-person shooter. Still like. I like the premise, the idea. Starting your own cult. That's incredible. Uh oh, world premiere. Lock in. Destiny 3. This is it. This is it. I'm joking. It's not. It's guys. It's Xbox. It's not Destiny 3. That's the witness.
You buried your wounds. Left your people behind. Believing time would see them heal. But what is left in the dark sickens. And some binds cannot be broken. Accept what waits for you.
I got a fever, and the only cure is more sword games. I need more.
Answer the call of Vault 76.
Welcome to the surface, a
This is
sprawling
good, though.
paradise. Meet the locals, learn to fish. Doesn't that sound nice? What a hoot! You found loot. This is no time to hoard. Share your stroke of luck with your pals. All aboard. Build your camp as a team. Hey, life's pretty swell. But in this Appalachian wonderland,
All is not well.
Gadzooks! It's worse than expected. Enemies are waiting in places undetected. So suit up, son, and defend our great nation. And gather all your friends when you fight this infestation. That's the play, Daddy-O. We'll tackle them all. Rebuilding our bright future from the ashes, rising tall. When you hear adventure calling, when you're looking for kicks. Answer the call of Vault.
Answer the call of Vault.
Answer the call of Vault 76. Oh, dear.
Nice. Nice. I haven't played Fallout at all. I can't judge. I haven't played it at all. I have to try it sometime.
Our flock has been led astray.
I swear if there's a sword in this game, dude. If there's one sword in this game, I'm gonna crash out.
They follow you now.
Oh fuck yeah. Doom?
chosen. Beneath this chamber will be your tomb.
Hell yeah.
This place is your pain-given shape. It holds many secrets. Only a cleansed soul may leave. I am not your enemy. I am your way out.
It doesn't. It's half gun, half sword. This is peak. Gun one hand, sword in the other. Fuck yeah, dude.
Have you not found peace?
That actually is sick though. It actually does look really good.
They have retreated. Their war is with him.
The Slayer is alive, and we're going to find him.
2 swords? He had 2 swords. Alright, that's the best reveal so far. I like that. Doom, the Dark Age Revelations. I like that one. I thought that was the best one so far. I rate that one the highest. This GTA. Imagine. Taxi driver. I swear I played like the original of this game like 100 years ago. This is Temu GTA. Yeah, this is we have GTA at home. They realized they had to get this thing out before GTA 6 because GTA 6 is basically just this on steroids times 1,000. So this could satiate your GTA 6 waiting though. Depends on the price, but you think it's a full price game? It's got to be like 40 bucks. It was a fun game back in the day though. It was a good game back in the game. A good game back in the day, rather. The Crazy Taxi World Tour coming 2027? Post GTA 6? Oof. I don't know if that one's going to land well. Hey, profanity? Someone said Asmongold's room is so messy. Oh my god, that's funny. The throwback, dude, the transparent. Dude! The transparent! We're bringing it back! I remember that. Remember when everything was like the transparent plastic? That was sick. I liked that actually. Like the Apple computers and then like Nintendo 64 controllers. There was a bunch of them that was that transparent plastic. That was cool. Yeah, $1,200 Xbox. Yeah.
The frozen north. We know only one way of life. We know the thunderous crash of the waves against our ships.
It's a fucking mobile game?
We know the bite consume our enemies, and that the moment of peace is only temporary.
Some Raid Shadow Legends level shit.
Opens its gates only to the worthy, and the next proving ground.
I love war strategy games. I've never played some of these. Are these actually epic? Age of Empires 4. An expansion. Really? They're epic. Wow. I have to try them. The visuals don't look as interesting, right? Because it's like you're top down. Oh, Minecraft? Okay. What are they going to possibly announce for Minecraft? Oh, new Minecraft Dungeons 2 is what it is. That's what it is going to be. Yo, this is my Destiny 3. This is actually my Destiny 3 right here. They had traversals. Nice. Multiplayer, yeah. Crazy that they own that IP as well, right? On top of everything. That's such a crazy catalog. Uh-oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, admirers of the mysteries of magic, take your seats before the lights go down and the curtain rises, for our next act is about to begin. Are you sitting comfortably? Are you prepared to witness feats both mystifying and illuminating? Watch closely then, and let the shadows tell their story. Behold, the famous Jacob Menturo, stage magician extraordinaire. So brilliant were his tricks, it cast 5 long shadows behind him. They called themselves Masters. Through a deal with the devil, the Masters sought yet more power. Their deal demanded a sacrifice, and in the darkness, they chose Jacob. Jacob was trapped in eternal torment, but the devil had other plans. He pulled Jacob from his infernal nightmare and offered a new deal. Face their legions, their tricks, every abomination they command. Take what should have been his. Escape if he can.
First-person magic? Hold up, we got a whole new category here. He's got a wand, a staff, cards. No sword, no gun, first-person magic?
A deal's a deal, Jacob. I'll see you soon.
I think that game is actually pretty epic for creativity. It looks pretty interesting. Looks pretty interesting to me.
What would you give for victory? Your life? The lives of your sons? The line between victory and defeat is thin. What if you had within you power, terrible and divine, to destroy your enemies, break their will? Would you have the strength, the resolve to wield it? If destiny was there,
Swords. Destiny mentioned?
Sacrifice everything.
People are spamming the chat. We don't want Destiny 3 with the Z multiple Z's. Oh, hell no, dude. Someone said Destiny is dead. Deal with it. Destiny is dead. Deal with it. Oh, hell no. We started a war with the Xbox players, dude. It's going down.
For your emperor.
To be fair, not all sword games are the same. I'm not saying they're all the same. What I'm saying is, some of them are going to be better than others. I'm saying there's just a lot of them. There's just a lot of them. And there's only so much sword slashing I can do. I can only swing the sword so many times before it's not interesting anymore.
Glenumbra's full of thieves.
Well, with shooter games, I never get bored. I'll play the shooter games until I'm 80.
Don't take this the wrong way.
I don't know. That's completely opposite bias, I guess.
And a lot of promise.
Stop! Thief!
Are you ready to talk about planning a real heist, partner?
Go.
Welcome to our Thieves Guild. Our members will show you the ropes. This job is going to need every trick in the book.
I heard that caravan should arrive tomorrow.
Some jobs call for slick distractions and quick fingers, but you never truly know what's behind a door. Or if that's not quite your style, step out of the shadows and take a direct approach. There's other treasure all around the world, if you know where to look and are willing to fight for it. Whether it's fortune, adventure, or danger, the Thieves Guild has everything you need, as long as you're willing to take it.
Don't mind if I do. Hands off the cheese. I got here first. Oh.
I haven't played any of that. I literally don't know anything about it. I'm uncultured. Unfortunately. And no, I don't think it should be a first-person shooter game. What is this? Yellowstone Simulator? Flight Simulator? That's what this is. What I think's crazy, isn't this the same game as GTA, but like in Florida only? And then like in GTA, you could like crash the plane into things. Like ironically, a lot of these games, like this is going to be bigger, I guess. Can you actually fly across the whole United States though? Like, could you literally fly from like Seattle to Miami in a direct line? If so, it's actually kind of sick. Flight Simulator 2024? Wait, it's you got the they're doing an update to it. Needs more guns, dude. Yeah. Flight Simulator, but it's first-person shooter. That is literally GTA 6. I guess it's not. GTA is not a first-person game, but you get the point. This guy's gonna have swords. I already know it. It's just screaming swords. God damn it. I just know it.
The Moists move in secrecy, renowned for their mastery of mechanisms. As the old order begins to fall.
As soon as I hear that music, yeah. As soon as I hear that music, yeah, yeah. All swords. Oh, this is like fucking 17 different swords.
Just begun. Beneath every mechanism, the true game lies in the human heart.
Someone said not a sword, a katana. Someone said, Lucky, are you going to play GTA 6? That is third person. GTA is an exception to the first person shooter rule because it's just so peak in everything else it does, right? There's always exceptions to the, like, the first person shooter is just the baseline of, like, you know, you're starting off with the right first few steps, basically. But if you are so epic in something else that you do, then of course, third person is fine. I have no problem with third person. I just see games and I'm like, that game looks pretty good and I'm kind of interested in it. But if it was first person, I'd be twice as interested, perhaps. Not all games, but some. And obviously, if it's like an iconic IP that's always been third person for like 10 plus years, I'm not advocating for ruining the IP and making it first person. That's ridiculous. What I'm saying is just like, I, even just as like a new viewer to a particular IP or something that's presented, just find the first person to be better. I think most people agree too. Most people agree. The first person is just, it's more immersive. And just visually, it's way easier to understand what you're doing because you're just standing there and all that's on your screen, I mean, there's some UI maybe, but all that's on your screen is this gun and you're like, ah. And then these bad guys are shooting at you, so you're just like, oh, and you just shoot. You know what I'm saying? It's like the, like, I'll give you a good example. I'll go watch, like, League of Legends. I don't have no clue what I'm watching. I'll watch League of Legends stream, and I'll be like, what? Are they winning? Are they losing? I don't know what's going on. It's, like, top down. There's, like, little tiny, you know, garden gnomes running around fighting bears, and I'm like, which team is which? You know? But you watch a first-person shooter game, you know exactly what's going on, right? You have a gun in your hand, and those other people are shooting you with guns, so you shoot them back. You must have an echo? No, I shouldn't have an echo. We talk about first person for an hour. I die on the first person hill.
Some years have a color to them. A haze that seems to fill the whole world. In its glow, you discover...
Yeah, this game's not for me. I'm just gonna stop right there. I'm not the target audience for this one. You know? IGN straight up deleting people's messages? Yeah, maybe. The sound is ducking every time you talk? What? I don't know. I mean, Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure. They should be doing that. There's not any feature that's making it do that. I'm lowering the sound like this. Like I lower the sound to 0 and then I can... So I'm lowering the sound up and down so that way you can hear me. Right? Listen, I know we've yapped a good amount about first-person shooters here today. We spoke our piece. But like if you're gonna watch the stream of the guy that's just spent like 25 years of his life playing first-person shooters, and then you're gonna be like, hey, what is he gonna talk about when he watches the Xbox showcase? And you're like, what? Surprise, surprise. Yeah. Like if you guys don't know, before I played Destiny, before Destiny 2, we played Destiny 1, a first-person shooter, and before we played that, we played COD, and then Halo, and then before that, we were playing every other shooter game there was, right? Let's watch this world premiere. All right. I've been banned on Twitch. RIP. Pour one out for the homie, Red Bard.
World premiere.
You had a good run. Which met your demise, dude. For spamming, shouldn't have done it. You done goofed up. Yo! This is my childhood! This is my childhood. Before I became a first-person deranged man, I was playing Spyro and Crash Bandicoot on the PS1, dude. Yes. Yes. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
It's my kind of night. Alarms are ringing. Bullets are flying.
What you do that for?
My fingers slipped. And every copper in the tangle is on my tail.
Hooligans, come to order.
Piss off! Let me introduce you to some of my esteemed colleagues.
Even my schemes have schemes.
Me, I prefer to make it up as I go.
Morgan! Oh, you'll have better odds getting through without me.
Everyone knows you're easy pickings for someone with any sand.
Then give my regards to the Sandman.
Cheap rubbish.
corpse in hand is worth two in the grave, as they say.
Look at the bloody airships. We're not here for you.
Not here for me! I'm Anne fucking Darrow!
Time to lay our hands to mischief.
We've been preparing to rob Griswick's vault for months now.
Steampunk FPS, dude. I don't know if that counts as FPS. That guy literally went. Ha. Ha. I don't know. I don't know if that's the same. Technically, yes. I guess technically it was there.
The lift is now unlocked.
Ah, defeat. How sad. You were all doing so well.
Do you expect us to go quietly?
Well, I certainly don't expect any trouble from some of Avalon's most disposable citizens.
Hello, frightened human. I can get you out of this. You've just jumped about 25 years back in time. This place, on this day, is ripe for changing the course of history.
This life ain't one for granting easy choices, but I just found a way to control the past. Change who's in control. Make things unfair in our favor. Brought you a little toy with a big mouth.
What a proper little villain.
A better villain than you'll ever be, you decrepit old soak.
The pimp, the plod, the priest, who do we like the least? Oh, it's different how they do ya, the ways they stick it to ya. And when they're done with chucking it up the old downstairs, well, they're all gonna screw you in the end.
Nothing's ever given to folk like us, especially not the future. But this time, we've a chance to steal it. What more could an honest thief ask for?
Stairs, well, they're all going to screw you in the
Coming in due time. Interesting. Xbox console exclusive. Ooh. I don't know. It didn't wow me.
Clockwork Revolution is an original experience.
Matt Booty? Mr. Booty. That's an insane name.
And it's an Xbox console exclusive coming in 2027. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is a milestone year for us as we celebrate 25 years with you, and we're excited about our lineup of iconic games. Record-breaking Forza Horizon 6, the return of Master Chief, rebuilt from the ground up, the extraordinary world of Fable,
Master
full
Chief.
of choice and consequences.
Halo.
Incredible games from our partners at Sega, 4A Games, Koei
That one looked
Tecmo,
good. Was that
and
Metro
more.
something?
And players can look forward to 2 upcoming exclusives, Gears of War E-Day in 2026 and Clockwork Revolution in 2027. In a moment, we'll dive into Gears of War E-Day, but before we do, one franchise that has been with us from the beginning is Call of Duty. Now, it's bigger than ever, with a new Modern Warfare later this year and a movie on the way.
I don't know about bigger than ever.
Teams at Infinity Ward and Activision gave us a glimpse of
The test results determined that was a lie.
They are back with a first look at DMZ, reimagined in a way that only Call of Duty can deliver.
Oh yeah, they're going to Korea, right?
유명한 용도 아래 우리 조선 반도는 질서정연하고 강력하다.
Is it Call of Duty North Korea?
남부 차단
That's crazy if it is.
우리 공화국의 용적 투쟁으로 이미 수습되어 조국의 안전엔 흔들림이 없다. 사단구역은 안전하다.
Inside the mall is a set of black files carrying bounty intel on a high-value target. Locate the files and eliminate the HVT. Expect contact. HVT may be in the area hunting anyone after that intel. Jeez, this place is huge. It's dark as hell. That's why you got NVGs, man.
Hey, I'm gonna head downstairs real quick. See if there's any weapons or gear laying around.
No, that's a negative. That's not why we're here.
I'm gonna be fine. It's only gonna take 2 seconds.
I say again, that's a negative. Okay, get your ass upstairs.
What the
Damn,
hell?
he's down. Let's go help him.
Hell no. That's on him. I told him to get his ass up here.
Copy. Where are we at on the intel?
Got it. Alright. Let's find that HVT.
On you.
Overwatch to actual. Letting that intel compromise your location. Enemies are alerted to your position.
Shit.
Yeah, you know we're here.
Damn.
Okay. Alright, let's just find that HVT.
Hey, hold up.
What's up?
Let's just...
It's a Call of Duty extraction shooter. It's called DMZ. Is that what this is? This is the Marathon Killer? Oh, no. I'll play this. I'm not a big extraction guy, but I do like Call of Duty. I do like first-person shooters. And going to North Korea sounds kind of sick. I'll play this. Fuck it.
Boys are making a lot of noise. Be aware. More enemy hostiles are now hunting your position.
Was that the HVT?
Hey, fuck the HVT. Let's just go to Expo.
Fuck! I got you, man.
Yeah.
You good?
Yep.
Let's just get out of here.
All right. Let me get some ammo.
Yep.
Oh, here's the looting. Oh, hell yeah. Nice, got a machine gun from that.
Overwatch to actual. Look for any building with green smoke. I say again, green smoke. Freeze, you got eyes?
Yeah, I got it. Oh, shit.
용적 투쟁으로 이미 수습되어 조국의 안전엔
An extract shooter like this is more attractive than Marathon. Definitely for me as well. I agree. I'll still say that I probably won't play a ton of it just because extraction, but I'll at least try it. Could be fun.
Please have medical. Oh, thank you.
You think it's gonna do well, or do you think it's gonna tank because of extraction? It'll be really fascinating to see. I can't help but feel like with like Tarkov and Arc Raiders and Marathon all kind of like not doing crazy, Call of Duty is probably not gonna. Jesus. Yeah. crazy. July. Fuck. Another extraction shooter hits the market, dude. Another extraction shooter hits the market. Marathon is officially done for with that? You think so? I don't know that those two are going to have too much crossover. I mean, maybe, but they're just because they're extraction. It's not going to help Marathon, that's for sure. But interesting. We'll see. More Gears stuff.
Welcome to the Coalition, here in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, home of Gears of War. When Gears debuted in 2006, it instantly redefined the genre. And now in 2026, we're on the cusp of another rare moment. A chance to honor where we've been, celebrate with our fans, and lay the foundation for where Gears is going next. To get there, we're taking it all the way back to the day the world changed and the fight began, Emergence Day. It's a day of unimaginable loss that sits at the heart of our universe. And today, for the first time, we're ready to take you inside the studio and show you all the ways to play with our new movements, weapons, and modes that will make E-Day the most brutally satisfying Gears yet.
Is that all you got?
Before we talk about what this game is, I think it's important to share why we chose E-Day. When we started this project, we were moving to Unreal Engine 5. There's a new foundation with a blank slate. So we took a moment to reflect on what makes Gears so special to us and to our fans. We realized that all of the things that make this world feel so unique, brotherhood, brutality, that melancholy beauty, and over-the-top spectacle, they're all perfectly set up in this one moment in time, E-Day. The moment the Locust ripped through the ground and changed the history of Sarah forever. And to tell that story, we wanted to build an experience that evoked the vibes of the original Gears game. So we started with this one still from the Mad World trailer. It's Marcus facing down the Locust, defiantly firing into the darkness against overwhelming odds. And we said, this is the emotional core of Gears. This is the tone and feeling that we wanted to build our next game around.
This is our most ambitious game yet. E-Day is a story we haven't been able to tell before because we didn't have the technology to do it. We finally have the tools to reimagine the Gears world at a new, unprecedented level of detail. We're pushing Gears to new heights with the densest, most detailed world we've ever created. With seamless, large-scale environments.
It's even worse from up here.
Fully dynamic ray trace lighting. And richer real-time destruction. Starting with an empty hard drive, we literally rebuilt everything from scratch. Characters, enemies, weapons, animation, sound, the world itself. And then we tear it apart in front of you. You'll fight against bigger and more brutal enemies with new and craftier weapons and navigate the battlefield with more natural character movement so that every moment of emergence plays smoother and hits harder.
This is a game that feels like Gears, but plays like new.
Now, we're inside.
It's a return to the feelings that we had when we played the original games, but now reimagined, evolved, and enhanced with the power of a new engine.
Seems like a smart approach by the studio. I hope it lands well for them. Hopefully the Gears players are all about it.
E-Day is set before the events of the original Gears of War. After decades of conflict, peace has finally been declared on Sarah, and the Gears have returned home.
Love you, baby.
Marcus Phoenix and Dominic Santiago are young veterans trying to adjust to civilian life while grieving the loss of someone they both loved. Carlos Santiago, Dom's older brother and Marcus's best friend.
To Carlos.
To Carlos.
These are the most Chad guys you've ever seen, dude.
Carlos Kratos died in combat in a moment of sacrifice before the war ended, and without him, Marcus and Dom's relationship is distant.
Two chads.
With the world just barely on the cusp of peace and our characters coming to terms with their new reality, the locusts emerge and change everything.
The Coalition Emergency Broadcast System. There are reports of multiple tremors causing minor damage across Kelowna.
Strap these up.
E-Day tells not one, but two origin stories. The start of this world falling apart and a brotherhood coming together. And over the course of 3 intense days, you'll see how loss reshapes this world and our characters, beginning with a night of desperate survival in a brand new city.
We decided to focus our story on just one city, so you could really feel what war does to people. When we started creating Kelowna, we wanted it to be more than just a backdrop. We wanted to feel alive, like it was another character in the story, packed with layers and personality. Kelowna used to be all about innovation and discovery. But years of industrialization for the Cog War effort totally reshaped it. With such a rich history, it made sense to lean into that classic Gears retro vibe. Towering architecture, robust vehicles, and grounded technology. Kind of like those gritty industrial cities from the 1970s. We also looked right outside these windows at the mountains, the ocean, and local landmarks to help give Kelowna its unique style. As you play the campaign, the city reveals itself through the main districts. The historic center, with its classic Gears architecture in stone and steel. The downtown core, more modern, reshaped by decades of industrial growth. The military airfield, set at the forest edge with shipyards nearby, the refineries, and supporting working-class neighborhoods, built around constant emulsion production.
Gears plays best in a city, and Kelowna is the ultimate battlefield. Kelowna's density, tight streets, mixed with open spaces, let us rethink how Gear moves through the world, and it created the perfect stage for greater scale and verticality in combat. Our soldiers are basically giant tanks in armor. They slam into cars, weaving through hails of bullets. And we wanted to keep that heaviness, but add more fluidity to how you move through the battlefield. Cover is life in Gears.
I actually really like the aesthetic and the grit that goes into Gears. It's a cool game. Love the aesthetic. It's awesome, dude. Showing up strong again. That's right. We pulled up. Let me actually get my D3 messages in here. Locked in, dude. So some guy just typed in chat, he said, third-person games are just so cheesy and don't make me feel connected to the game. I'm the worst, dude. I think I feel bad criticizing third-person games that are iconic and have a lot of love and fan base for them. And don't get me wrong, I've played plenty that are good too, so I'm not like the biggest hater, but I wish we could all just agree across the board that every third-person game made before now, those games can continue, but all future games need to be first-person. I die on this hill. All future games must be first-person. Number one first-person apologist over here today. The Xbox chat is full of non-gamers. What? Doug Dimmadome just got banned in the chat? Doug Dimmadome from the Dimsdale Dimmadome? Damn, they got his ass, dude. Look at this. They fucking got his ass. What did Doug say in chat? Can't even see his message, dude. They got his ass right there, Doug. No D3. Guys, like, obviously there's not going to be Destiny 3 announced on the Xbox. Like, you know, no one's expecting that. Come on. Finally someone banned Doug Dimmadome from the Dimsdale Dimmadome? Really? You're really trying to put that slander on Doug's name? That's crazy.
And that city is fully realized. To create a city of this scale and detail, we needed to invest in an entire suite of tools. Tools for roads, intersections, sidewalks, e-holes, buildings, rooftops.
That's so crazy watching how they make it. I want to watch more videos of them making things. I don't know why, but like, see how they do that? They move the assets around. I would love to see them making like Destiny Crucible maps, or, you know, making a strike or making an environment. I would love to see what that looks like, you know, like a time lapse where they like, you know, do each little bit. That'd be so fascinating to me. Like what went into those decisions and such. I find the process pretty cool. E-Day, dude. Going back to the origins. Can you imagine a Destiny Origins spin-off game? We go back to the firmament, or the fundament, I meant to say. My bad. I'm dumb. Go back to the Hive Origins, the fundament. Destiny the fundament. Destiny Origins. Ooh, Destiny Origins? Just saying. I'm just saying, Sony.
You'll experience the locust decimation at all scales in E-Day through our
Destiny 3 was just revealed. Big fella, you are on drugs.
E-holes are back, unleashing waves of enemies from under your feet.
E-holes.
As a game design element, getting to use e-holes again as a spawn mechanic is brilliant. Locusts can come out of the ground anywhere, you can toss a grenade in to close them up, just adds this great tactical layer to encounters.
But you'll also encounter massive sinkholes that'll pull down vehicles and entire buildings. And no amount of detail is too small, as micro-destruction goes beyond what we've ever done before with chippable cover across a range of materials. Your impact is real, visceral, and leaves a mark on the world. Destroyed Beauty has long been a visual pillar of Gears of War, and we finally get to show the before, making the after hit that much harder. You'll recognize a neighborhood that was once intact is now completely destroyed. You'll walk through city streets filled with smoke and fire, and it feels completely different from how you first experienced it. You start getting this real feeling of the city's a character, and it's really under attack. It's the fall of Kelowna.
E-Day is an intentionally intimate story. There's this colossal event going on in the plot, but the actual characters and the journey they go on is where you get to explore themes of burden, of loss, and of loyalty. The whole world of Gears is about characters. It's the nightmarish monsters from below versus the soldiers that hold the line in a war for survival.
You okay? No way this is real. It's pretty fucking real to me. On your feet.
This was our opportunity to focus on what makes Gears characters so special and what makes our enemies so iconic. The entire campaign is played from the perspective of our new squad, Bravo. As the invasion breaks out, you'll meet Mags Carter, a former Gear now sweating it out at Kelowna's emulsion refinery.
Now, why don't you come talk shit when your balls drop? And quit going through my stuff.
And you'll also meet rookie cadet Lucas Reyes. A sharp comms officer who never made it to the front lines despite his dreams of military glory.
Holy fucking shit.
Megs and Lucas, together with Marcus and Dom, are 4 soldiers thrown together, fighting through tensions with each other while fighting the Locusts, ultimately forging their bonds in battle.
We follow Bravo Squad with our cinematic cameras just like the intense war movies we love. The shots are intentionally gritty and a bit shaky, and leaning into these rough edges is what makes you feel like you're right in the middle of the action.
Bravo's story also intertwines with others called to defend the city, including returning characters like warrior philosopher Ty Caliso.
Our roads converge again. Marcus Phoenix.
Ty.
And fans of the books will finally get to see the hard-ass Raven pilot Gil Gettner in-game for the very first time.
Let's go and fuck this mess.
Marcus and Dom are absolute legends. You can spot those strong jaws and thick necks from a mile away. But if you go too realistic, you lose those unique features that make them stand out. Honestly, Marcus just isn't Marcus if you take away his classic perma-scout. So instead of chasing perfect realism, we focused on making them believable and memorable, respecting the details that really make them who they are.
Material and character fidelity in Gears of War E-Day far surpasses anything we've been able to achieve before. Our facial animation systems have been completely upgraded for E-Day, with 3 times more joints and over 350 facial shapes sculpted for each head alone to really represent the emotion in our characters. Marcus has more detail in his eyelashes than his entire character model did in the original Gears of War on Xbox 360.
Phoenix. Marcus. Sergeant, 26 RTI C Company. Next to kin, Adam Phoenix.
With the amount of...
Damn, they timed me out, dude. They hit me with a temporary ban in the chat. A 10-minute ban for putting the emotes in, dude. That's crazy. They're trying to censor us. They're hitting everyone who puts Destiny 3 in the chat with a 10-minute timeout right now. That's fucked up.
On a new intensity. We're pushing the graphical limit with 4K Ultra HD resolution, native HDR10 rendering, hardware ray tracing at 60 frames per second in campaign, and up to 120 frames per second in multiplayer.
When it comes to the Locust, to make them more believable, we made them scarier. The drones are wild and vicious. The boomers are even bigger this time around. Like living battering rams smashing through doorways onto the battlefield. The wretches scream so loud it disorients you before they rip you apart. And the Reavers, they crawl up buildings and rain fire from above. Basically, the whole Locust army, whether new or old, are more intense than ever before.
So what now, Marcus?
We save everyone we can.
Gears of War has never been a horror game, but the world has always felt horrifying. And with E-Day, we lean into that even more. Our new gore system means damage feels meaty, responsive, and satisfying.
That was satisfying.
Muscle and cloth deforms in response to your attacks, and blood and bone damage adds to the intensity of combat. Gore is localized as well. Shoot a locust in the armor leg, and you'll see the bullet take a chunk out of it. Or land a heavy shot on a limb.
This game is like the anti-marathon, dude. This is the anti-marathon. They're like, what if everything was super bloody and gory, and everyone in the game was a mega Chad that's like super jacked out of their mind? This is the anti-marathon game, dude. The aesthetic, the direction, everything, dude.
Armor-piercing explosive rounds. Quick-fire round to let it explode, or hold the trigger to control when it detonates. That means you can place a well-timed explosion behind an enemy protected by cover, or with practice, master its long-range eco closing potential. The incinerator is our new shotgun. You can see the emulsion literally melt the skin off an enemy's body.
Ooh.
Before, you'd probably get into a grapple if an enemy came charging at you. Now, you feel the power of getting to incinerate them when they get close. And of course, the Lancer.
Nice.
The creation of the Chainsaw Lancer is another origin story from lore that we wanted to show in E-Day. From the moment that Ty grabbed that chainsaw to rip through a locust at the superstore, to a prototype kit bash on the front lines of the invasion, all to deliver on that gratifying moment when you finally get to slice a grub in two.
Gears music has always been about tension, escalation, and release. When a fight kicks off, the music hits hard. It tightens as things get more dangerous. And when you've dropped the last enemy, you hear that familiar big ringing chord. For E-Day, we kept that structure, but made the sound harsher. Together with our composer, Adam Lastica, we built the score to match a world on the verge of collapse. The electric guitar returns alongside classical instruments, but both are pushed into uncomfortable territory. Like dragging a bone saw across a cello, creating dissonance that never fully resolves.
Where the hell are we?
And then there's the sound design. All chainsaws have voices. When it came to the sound for our Proto-Lancer, it was important to us to track down the exact make and model that was recorded back in 2006, and rebuild it from the ground up using our new sound effects system. This chainsaw has a 14-inch blade with that signature meaty yet intimate sound, and when it revs, you can hear all the gnarly details. In terms of how you'll experience Kelowna, I always think about our acoustic system like this. I'm walking down a street and I hear the sound reflecting off the walls around me. Then I step into an alley and everything immediately tightens. I come back out into a wide space and the sound opens up again, almost like a cathedral. And it's not just those spaces, it's the transitions between them where the magic really happens. That's where things feel alive. That's acoustics in real time. It's a heavy world. And what better way to experience its dread and tension than through the music and sound that surrounds you?
No other game does the squad like Gears does. Our themes, our gameplay, and our modes, they all revolve around this core element. But it's not just about the brotherhood that you experience in the stories. It's also about the bonds you create with your friends. Co-op has always been a part of our DNA. And like every great Gears game, you can bring your own squad to this fight. In campaign, all 4 characters are playable from the start. And we support 4-player online co-op and 2-player split screen on console. In Versus, our sweaty squad-based PvP is back, with a collection of 44 modes and all new maps set in locations in and around the war-torn city of Kelowna. We've combined classic Gears' symmetrical PvP map design with new traversal opportunities. You'll put your skill to the test alongside a seasonal roadmap of killer content, almost all of which you can just earn by playing the game, completing in-game challenges, events, and achievements. And today, we're excited to announce a dynamic new evolution of Gears' iconic PvE mode, Horde Siege. It's a 12-player mode where all 3 squads fight alongside each other to battle the Locust invasion and defend Kelowna across a range of city-based maps. We'll have more to share soon, and we hope you join us for our open beta weekends later this summer.
We good? Sergeant Phoenix?
Guess we're back to it.
All right. Looks pretty good. Honestly, looks pretty good. Actually looks fun. Sounds sick, yeah. I like their whole aesthetic. I like the identity and the core aspect of the game. It's cool.
20 years of Gears is such a milestone. It is such an honor and also a huge responsibility to make sure we deliver on the story of Gears.
It always comes back to the squad. It always comes back to this theme of getting through the absolute shittiest of times with somebody else who constantly has your back. And that's Marcus and Dom's story. The story of the original trilogy. The story of E-Day. And the story I think we can all relate to.
Thanks for pushing through. Couldn't have done it alone. You got it, man.
Having the opportunity to have E-Day come out in the same year as the 20th anniversary of Gears, the quarter-century anniversary of Xbox, it's almost like a homecoming. It's like returning back to our roots and saying, fuck yeah, we're back. And we have so many more stories to tell. It's an incredible honor and one that we want to make sure that we do right.
I like a dev studio that cusses. You can trust a dev studio that cusses. They're like, fuck yeah, we are back, bitches. Imagine if that's how Destiny 3 launches. Joe Blackburn, we're back, bitches. And this time, I'm gonna fuck up that Overload champion. Boom, Destiny 3 drops mic.
Inside the studio, we rally around a simple phrase: never fight alone. It guides how we build our stories, our gameplay, and our world. It's how we work as a team and the commitment we make to you, our fans. Everything comes back to that important idea of sharing life's experiences, the highs and lows, together. And E-Day is the best expression of never fight alone that we've ever made. Whether you'll be picking up a Lancer for the first time ever, or you're as battle-hardened as Marcus Phoenix, there's always a place for you in the Gears squad when Emergence begins on October 6th.
All right, here we go. A little recap.
I know why you're here.
It is crazy the amount of games that have swords or guns, though, right? Like, it's fascinating. Like, almost as there needs to be like psychologist studies about like why it is that we create these fictional worlds, and the first thing we think about is, I want to take a sword and slash my enemies. You know what I'm saying? What if we could? You know, like we ask humans, right? Like aliens drop down, like, what is it that you guys do in your pastime, in your free time? You know, the aliens come down and visit us. We're like, see, what we did was we create these fictional worlds in games and we just completely chop people up with swords and we shoot them with guns. And it's like, oh, interesting. You know, that is humanity has violence at the core. So it's at our core, we are violent. There is that, right? It's always there. And even if we obviously, you know, in a modern society, we're not trying to go around slashing people with swords and shit, and shooting guns, but in a simulated world, it's fascinating and fun and entertaining. And it's obviously, you know, makes money, right? It's crazy though. Like the number of games, like you look at every game that's pretty much featured here besides like 3 like kid games, even the kid games, fucking now Minecraft has guns in it and dungeons and they're slashing the zombies and stuff, right? Xbox Cooked, great showcase. It was a good showcase. Yeah, I'd say overall it was pretty good. What do you rate the PlayStation State of Play or the Xbox one? Who killed it more? Who locked in? As far as I'm concerned, I think Xbox cleared PlayStation with that one. I think Xbox cleared. I think PlayStation, they're falling off, dude. Not that it's just what it is. It's not enough sword games. We need like, I just want to play 3 new sword games every day for the year of 2027. Like that's just like 1,000 sword games minimum, and then maybe we can pull back. Let me know what you think about it. We took over, dude. We dominated with the D3 in the chat. I got timed out even. I got banned. Where's my B-roll at? Put that B-roll up. Boom. Good. I got timed out. I did my part. You did your part. We appreciate you. Not all heroes wear capes, but those that spam Destiny 3 inside any live stream chat at this stage, we're making a powerful message. Creamy, more articles are going to be written about this, right? The Destiny fans won't stop until they get a Destiny 3. That's a good article. The news outlets, they're just interested in whatever happened today, right? Like, if we can be the headline, if we can be the everything, today is the big to any news situation, to any big reveal right now, and we can draw headlines, it's a good thing, you know? We're trying to do it in a positive way, by the way. We're not trying to be like, oh, F Gears, Destiny 3 would be better. Like, that's not helpful. F Marathon, Destiny 3, that's not really helpful. You know, putting the other games down or being toxic, not helpful, right? The goal is just to signal boost Destiny 3 as much as possible. Focus on the positives for Destiny. That's what will help build. We're trying to build, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to build, grow. We're not trying to burn other people down. You know, we're not trying to tear other people down, right? So think about that when you're sharing your messages and stuff online. And yeah, that was a big one. That was a good one. We had a good turnout there. Not as good as the last two because of the freaking chat moderation banning us and stuff, but that aside, it was pretty good, I'd say. Pretty much everyone got timed out in my chat, so we were all sitting there in timeout getting punished. Many attempts to silence us. Yes. They're not even trying to silence it and censor it. They're just trying to keep the chat like constructive, I guess, maybe. And I get it. So I don't blame them in some ways for trying to do that, but it would be nice if there was just, you know, if our message could just be heard. But the problem is that they're like, hey guys, you're on the wrong stream. You know, that's Sony's thing. But we know that, and we're aware that it's not Xbox's decision to make. But like I said, we did it before, and a bunch of news outlets covered the story, and that's why we want to do it again. All right, it's time, chat. We got more to talk about. Toxicity, thank you for the sub 2 minutes ago. Appreciate your Toxicity. And thank you to everyone else for the sub. I missed them. Offset Whiskey, Creamy, Ego. Thank you. Appreciate the subs. W in the chat for the subs. Here we go. We got a viral tweet here. This one's crazy. This went mega viral and angered so many people in the marathon community. As soon as you evoke the Steam charts, it's like, I don't even know, it's like Voldemort or something for them. Mactix posted here with almost, we're getting up there, almost, I mean, when was this? Yesterday? This was yesterday? Not even 24 hours. This thing's going to have 1 million views in a day. I expected Destiny to far surpass Marathon's player counts once the final update hit, but seeing it beat out Marathon before that, while Marathon just had its brand new season and is free to play for the week, is genuinely shocking to me. Truly, what do you do if you are Marathon? Shut it down. Shut it down. Every end is a new beginning. Runners. We had a good run, you could say. Huh? Get it? No, not so right. Too cheeky. 10,000 likes on State of Play live stream, and they gave a shout out to Marathon and not Destiny 2. Destiny 2 got the cold shoulder. No mention of Monument of Triumph. Nothing. Not one thing was mentioned about Destiny 2, which was kind of, honestly, that kind of had me salty, Sony. What the hell is that all about? And so, yeah, now here we are. You've got people posting the Steam charts, and what it says is there's 34,000 people online right now in Destiny 2 and 30,000 online right now in Marathon. Now, obviously, people came to argue and say things like, well, everyone's rallying for this big update. So, people are getting online more, which I guess is probably true to the situation. I mean, most people will log in presumably on June 9th more than anything. And it it is an important point though that there's no reason for people to log into Destiny 2 right now. Like it's been months and months and months with no updates. Like this is truly the most dead, most dire time. So it's crazy that Destiny 2 is obliterating Marathon. What did people have to say though? All right, you've got this guy replying to the situation. He says, the amount of creators that are all about the Destiny 3 hype. So he's got a video saying we can save Destiny. Right, talking about Destiny 3, building the petition, rallying for this game to have a sequel. It says, but we're also making Doomer videos about it. So making Doomer videos about Destiny 2 for context. It's actually mental when you realize all they do is farm engagement off of any negative sentiment they can because they know it makes people click. So basically saying that, you know, criticizing Destiny 2 for its extremely poor performance and terrible decisions with the portal, Matterspark, countless other, Ash and Iron, which was absolutely terrible. The Plague Lands, which was awful. Like basically, it was just like back to back to back misses for Bungie post the final shape in Edge of Fate. And there's even more that I'm missing here, right? Even the Star Wars thing was by and large, it felt like a cash grab in some ways. Like we didn't really need to do the Star Wars thing in Destiny 2. It didn't really help us, right? We had just launched a new narrative with the Fate Saga. We don't really need to intertwine it with Star Wars themes right now. Like the timing is off, So criticizing Destiny 2 for having an absolutely terrible year means that you and your opinions for hyping Destiny 3 are invalid. Right? It's very weird. And if the sentiment he was trying to represent is that negative sentiment makes people click, then wouldn't the better sentiment be, instead of we can save Destiny, wouldn't the better sentiment be is we should kill Destiny, or Destiny 3 is never going to happen, or Destiny 3 is a bad idea? I don't even understand the logic that's put here. Like this is very nonsensical, right? It's perfectly okay to criticize Destiny 2's last year and still advocate for a Destiny 3. I don't think Mactix is guilty of doing anything that egregious with any of it. Like most of this is just like he's tired, like he's frustrated with the situation in Destiny. So pretty crazy stuff. All right, so the quote tweets from this, we got, I truly do wonder if these stats were expected or if any of this is turning any heads at Bungie. Definitely. They're absolutely scrambling. If they pointed to, we'll give you the infamous example of Curse of Osiris. If they pointed to Curse of Osiris in that infamous GDC conference and they said, we were weeks away from shuttering Destiny 2, then you better believe they're feeling the exact same thing right now. Marathon must be dirt cheap to develop or something, because this whole thing makes zero sense. It's not dirt cheap to develop. Obviously, it costs $250 million. We know that their average operating cost per month is around the $6 million mark due to Jason Schreier's math and ex-Bungie VP Mark Noseworthy giving very similar calculations to how much it costs to operate as Bungie, and because we know like the number of devs on the project. So we have a general idea of it. I imagine their goal was to give it a chance to keep going forward because it did perform, 55 million on launch. So it's like it basically, if Marathon only made like 10 million on launch or something, it would already be over. Because it made 55 million, it did lose a lot of money because of the 250 million price tag, but it gained just enough that I think it bought itself some time to see if it could navigate through the turbulent waters. Unfortunately, with season 2 and its poor performance, I think its time has kind of run out. And I do imagine we will get a post about Marathon pretty soon here. I would be wildly surprised if we make it to Christmas time. It's June right now. Could you imagine 6 more months of this? 6 more months of this? Golly. I thought it was 2 million. No, for Bungie's operating costs. So yeah, the calculator, I'll break it down for you here. So because Bungie is in Seattle, it's one of the more premium locations. It was averaged at about 15,000. This was estimated by Jason Schreier in his video, and why he was talking about the expenses of gaming. And then Mark Noseworthy made a separate thing talking about a certain sequel to like basically inferring Destiny 3. And he also used this $15,000 number. So this is like the general calculation of how much it costs to pay a dev per month for their salary, for their computers, for the office space, for everything, right? Like this is like the general gist because people are the most expensive thing, right? So it's $15,000 a month for these devs because they're not cheap, right? They're all getting paid like very premium salaries. Might seem like it's very inflated and bloated, and it kind of is in some ways. But when you're trying to work in essentially the tech industry mecca, which is Seattle and San Francisco and these big expensive places, it costs a lot to pay these people and to hire these people. You have to pay them a ton of money. So 15,000 per dev times about 400 devs on Marathon that we recently found out. It's about 400 on Marathon. 400 Destiny was the last estimation we've got. It amounts to a monthly cost of 6 million, right? So 15,000 is one. So $6 million a month is how much they're paying, just in terms of like the general, like it's not exact, right? We can't look at the spreadsheet, but this is the napkin math that's created by, again, ex Bungie VP. He's definitely going to know. And Jason Schreier is also going to know. So those two corroborating that means that I'm pretty confident in this number, that's where we're at with it. Now, how much is Marathon making? We don't know. So it's kind of like a nothing burger in some ways, because if Marathon is generating, $12 million a month, it's fine, but we don't know what it's even coming close to. We just imagine when we look at the charts, we're like, golly, 30,000 people online in the launch of season 2. This is not good, right? We go look at the charts and we're like, good, Destiny 2 is doing better than Marathon. This can't be good. This individual said, real talk, how is Marathon making any money? A Destiny season costs $10, $20 with the dungeon key, then has multiple categories of cosmetics at varying quality. Marathon is free past initial purchase and has less cosmetics at even worse quality. True, I have no clue. We're all sitting here scratching our heads, right? And when everyone is sitting around scratching their heads, how is Marathon still running? That means that the conversations are happening, right? That means that it's coming to an end, right? Maybe Marathon goes free to play. Maybe Marathon goes free to play for the PlayStation Pass holders because it's a Sony exclusive. Who knows what they end up doing? I imagine there's going to be some news in regards to this pretty soon here, though, because it's not going to just continue on like business as usual. So this person said, I don't know that Marathon's player counts, Steam concurrents are an imperfect window into that, will be enough to sustain a version of it long term, but the resources required to sustain a mostly map-based PvP game versus the content furnace that is Destiny are not commensurate. Yeah, there's definitely a difference in terms of operating costs between the two games. And I think that's a fair criticism that Destiny 2 is a much more expensive game from probably a month-to-month basis, right? Probably takes a bigger developmental team and it basically just churns through more money because it's just a massive project. Even just to maintain, it's a big project. Yeah, this individual Divide says, that's wild, but somehow to Sony, Marathon is the better investment, right? Unfortunately, if you had to have two, like let's say you had two cars, right? And one car is a busted up Honda Civic, it's got some problems. And then the other car is a Lamborghini. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you have engine problems with your Honda Civic and your Lamborghini, you both have engine problems, let's say. But when you take them to the dealership and they give you a bill for what it's going to be, you better believe that Honda Civic bill is going to be 5% the cost of that Lamborghini one, right? Like, it's just way more expensive. So you can kind of see maybe how they went forward with it, but it definitely still feels like the wrong decision. And it kind of burned the Destiny players in a way that I don't think Sony realized was going to affect Marathon and affect Bungie's PR, which sucks. Sucks that they miscalculated like how upset this was going to treat Bungie's current fan base and like how much they were going to probably not support them in the other project Marathon. I don't know. It's hard to say. I do feel like when you look at the numbers being this bad, right? And then like day one for Marathon was 88,000. I know a lot of those people were Destiny people, right? It does feel like suspicious that maybe they just did not show up. The Destiny people just did not show up for Marathon Season 2. Maybe they were burnt out. Maybe they're uninterested. Maybe they're frustrated by the Destiny 2 news. Either way, it just looks like there's a chunk of people missing, right? Like there should have been at least 70,000 people here on Season 2 launch, in my opinion. If the Season 1 launch was at 88,000, then you think Season 2 would be, you know, a substantial loss, but nothing crazy. This is crazy. This is like, actually, it's so over moment, right? It is in fact over. It is over. Even if they don't want to admit it publicly just yet, just as we talked about with Destiny 2 being over because of how bad it was getting, it's over for this game, right? It's over. And it sucks. And people are talking about it. People are pointing out the obvious, right? Mactic series, nothing wrong with making this post. You know, I don't think he deserves any hate or harassment for just pointing out the obvious, like, holy shit, this is terrible. You know what I'm saying? Both games are free to play right now. And one of them is brand new and just had $250 million dropped into it. Another one hasn't had anything interesting to do in half a year and still outperforming it. Like, that's not good. Not good. What, PC game show? What's going on? PC gamer? PC gamer live stream? What the hell?
Week's time, and
How many shows are there?
Yeah, but they want to have a go. Where can they start doing that?
You can get it pretty much everywhere. You can get it on Steam, Xbox, Microsoft Store.
You need to be a follower for 3 months to chat. You have 3 months left to follow.
And good luck with the new class.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
3 months?
To the guests who joined us on the show tonight, and of course, let's hear it once more for the PC Gaming Show pre-show band.
What the hell?
You do know they're not a real band, right?
All right, I'll be right back. We'll see if this is anything interesting. I'll be right back.
For joining us
I
here
go to the
at
bathroom.
pre-show, but stay tuned because the PC Gaming Show is just moments away after
I'll
one
be back
more
before it starts.
big trailer.
I don't know if is this anything interesting? Is this going to show stuff? Is this peak or not? It only has 6,000 viewers. I think this is probably not.
It was a misdirection. I think the whole dang thing was spaceship.
I didn't even know a horse could muck somebody. Why does a horse want my wallet?
Now, an aspect of this outhouse that I find fascinating.
I can't do this anymore. There are no ghosts in these old houses ever. Why are you still
There was a PC gamer whose name was Sean. He worked as a knocking to all day long. And then there's a gamer whose name was Rika. She works as a knocking to get your Rika. There's Frankie the architect, Frankie the architect, Jacob the architect, Jacob the architect, even the alien is an architect. They moved to a town where the
Wow. It sure was a long day of doing architecture for me, Sean Day 9 Plot. But now I've got the entire evening to do my favorite thing, which is play video games.
Did someone say video games?
Well, hello, PC neighbor.
Well, hello, Sean. What game do you want to play first? I've got them all. We have Commando Death Dragon Extreme 6. We have Executive Accounting Online. Or, my personal favorite, Best Friend Simulator.
Oh, Amika. Hello? Yes, this is Sean. What? When? Today? That can't be right. Well, all right. Thanks. Bye.
What was that, Sean? It seemed serious.
Well, we can't play video games tonight at all. Because we've got to host the PC Gaming Show! Yeah!
For this year's PCGS, we've harnessed pure nostalgia to reconstruct our own little pocket dimension of the 1990s, a time when life was punctuated by slap bass, movies were stored on little rectangles, and using the internet didn't involve as many streamers saying painful and confusing things to me. I don't understand this term slang. I don't get it.
See, it wasn't even us. That was just a thing that happened in the 90s.
Well, what fun. But basking in the warmth and laughter of a bygone decade won't keep us from bringing you plenty that's new. We've got a full 2 hours, that's 2, of trailers, over a dozen world premieres, and developer deep dives for upcoming games. That would have actually been pretty impossible.
All right, what is going on here?
Our brains were too busy managing our ridiculously huge Jinko genes.
Plus, we're going to build an awesome gaming PC, and one of you get to take it home.
Let's get started the PC Gamer way.
Nothing.
With 3 huge world premiere trailers.
World premiere trailers. Lock in.
With every step, we boldly explore
This
the
is Destiny
unknown.
3.
And piece by piece, we build an understanding of the strangest mysteries in the universe.
Captain! Our sensor array is getting unusual readings from... What is that? The lift has opened! Repeat! The lift has...
No swords. Whack, dude.
Welcome to 95, the start of a new revolution. The information superhighway. A world ruled by the transistor, where power is measured in hertz and bytes. A place where us freaks and geeks can be free. No nations, no race, just ideas and knowledge. They call me a criminal, a hacker. While corporations spy on us and governments control us, they murder and kill and tell us it's for our own good. I'm not the criminal. I'm a freedom fighter with a modem. They can try to scare me, but they'll never stop me.
Axiom Systems takes very seriously any attempts to hack, infiltrate, or otherwise illicitly access our servers. Should you be found to do so, we will not hesitate to apply the full force of the law.
Hack 95, play the demo. Okay, that looks kind of funny. We need DDoS simulator. Hack 95. Dude, I'm storming the beaches of Normandy. We were literally talking about this earlier. Huge.
I love to see a strategy classic reborn for the modern age.
Well, that was a great show, so I better get to sleep, you know?
Mika, the show just started.
Yeah, but you know how every morning I cook an entire full breakfast and all of our friends come over to eat it and hang out before we go to work?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I actually have to get up at 4 in the morning to get all of that done and all the cooking and the cleaning. It's kind of a full-time job, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that is super unrealistic. Right? Why don't we just do what normal people do and get up 5 minutes before we have to and then dart out the door without showering and shove a cold bagel into our mouths while sitting in traffic?
Perfect, honestly. Well, since we're staying up late, how about we watch another world premiere?
What is this? Just play the trailers.
Willkommen, mein Liebling. I am so proud of you. You could have turned back, but you didn't. I know that taking the step is not for the faint of heart. It is taken by those who seek something more. Give you purpose if you accept the sweetest kiss of all.
Listen up, you donut. I'm gonna test you on everything it takes to run an arcane restaurant. If you want to earn a mithril star from legends like Guy Fawkes.
I don't know about any of these games, dude. What am I even watching, dude? What do you think, chat? Do we watch this? This does not. If they don't show a good trailer here in a minute, I don't know, man. These are like the C-list games right here. These games are not it. These are like mobile games ported onto the fucking PC, dude. Oh, he had 4 guns. Actually, that's kind of crazy. 4 hand cannons, not dual wield, quad wield. Skip? Yeah, I think we probably skip. These look pretty rough. Although this is a first-person shooter, I'm just saying. It's kind of got me sold. This looks like Borderlands. This looks like... I don't know how to even describe this game. The quad guns is crazy. That's what we need, an exotic... Imagine if the last hand cannon we get, the exotic one we get in Destiny 2 was dual wield. That would be so incredible. Dual wield exotic hand cannon. That's what it should be.
Oh, I've missed Serious Sam. It's lovely to see he's still in good shape. Well, 6 shapes to be precise. What are you working on there, Mika?
Yeah, I think we're done with this one.
No, Sean, I'm catching up on my handwritten correspondence, which researchers tell.
Yeah, I'm good on that one. We're out. What is this even? Hack 95 demo? This is funny. I'll check this out in a little bit. We got some news stories to cover here. 1 second. Gotta grab something. I'll be right back. It's too cold. All right, let's see what we have here in terms of news stories cooking up, chat. What do we got cooking up here? Xbox console exclusives means it's the only console the game is on, not that Xbox console is the only platform it's on. So it's on Xbox, PC, and Steam? That's crazy. Is it really? Oh, so it's console exclusive. That's why I was even more confused. So it is basically just a middle finger to PlayStation. Wow. That's insane. Destiny 3 console exclusive. Be prepared. Be prepared. Sony's like, hey, I know a way to get people. I know a way to sell these consoles. Destiny 3 console exclusive. Wow. Can you imagine? It's a bit of old news, yeah. So it's just because Xbox exclusives were always on PC. Gotcha. So it's just the exclusivity is just based between PlayStation and Xbox. But the PlayStation or the PlayStation exclusives don't always just go on PC. So that's where like the confusion is there. Closing on Call of Duty DMZ. Why is he shooting like this? Exclusivity drama sideshows presents. Yeah, exactly. Exclusivity drama. That's what it's going to be about. Yeah, this is big drama right here. Gears of War E-Day will never come to PlayStation 5 per Xbox. This is bad. But Halo is, if you're going to go back to console exclusives, you have to go all in. Such a weird line to draw. That's actually a pretty fascinating comment. Yeah, why is Halo on PlayStation? What do you think about the exclusivity? Did they mention anything about not going to PlayStation 6? When the sales are abysmal because people just rent it on Game Pass, the bigwig suits will change that. The console war has once again begun. And so... The console wars begin again. What exclusives does PlayStation have? What are the biggest and most iconic games that PlayStation currently keeps exclusive to their platform and not allowed on Xbox? And or ones that were historically PlayStation only but were in recent years allowed to go back and forth? Marvel's Spider-Man, God of War, Last of Us is PlayStation and PC only, Ghost of Tsushima, Helldivers 2 is on PlayStation and PC, not on Xbox. Helldivers is on Xbox now? Oh, but it wasn't initially? Was it not initially, right? The console wars are back. They're in full swing. This is World War III console edition. Console Wars Infinity War. The forever fight begins once more with Xbox having their massive launch today, their live stream, and they revealed that Gears of War E-Day will never come to PlayStation 5 per Xbox. So it goes on once more. It goes on again and again. If you don't know, there is platform exclusivity between some of these games, and a lot of people have been advocating for a more consumer-friendly approach. Let people play the IPs that they love and enjoy on whatever platform they're on, whether that be Xbox, PlayStation, or PC. I mean, this is the most consumer-friendly way of doing things. I mean, let's keep in mind that not allowing them to play on PlayStation, that is really just like flipping a switch to some degree. It's not like they have to remake the whole entire game for it to go from PlayStation to Xbox. They're entirely doing it as an FU to the other platform and community in an effort to sell more consoles, right? That's the whole goal, is to sell more consoles. So if there was enough pressure, or if it performed so poorly, people are speculating that they might cave on it, which is interesting to see. This one's a big one, right? Gears of War especially will be a big one for console exclusivity. The PC players celebrate, though, because, you know, if you don't know, the games tend to go from console and PC. They tend to not have the same rivalry there, but from console platform to console platform, there is an intense war that's been going on, a civil war forever. Team Xbox versus Team PlayStation. Who has the better console? Who has the better specs? Who has the better exclusives? Right? It goes on and on and on and on. If you don't know, for PlayStation, they have like Marvel's Spider-Man and God of War. They have some pretty decent exclusives. And then Xbox has their own, and now they're adding more to it. We'll see what happens. We'll see if this is a continuation, if this is the way it goes forward, even with the outrage. And like, there's a lot of drama and controversy going on talking about right now. We'll see if they double down on it, stick to their guns, or if they double back, because there's a lot of people are mad about this. They're getting annoyed, getting exhausted with the console wars. It feels frustrating because it's very forced. It's like this forced hate, or this like forced pressure to put on their audience to make them buy these expensive consoles, which are only getting more and more expensive as hardware is getting expensive because of these damn AI data centers eating up our goddamn CPUs and GPUs or whatever. And so now the console, now you got a PlayStation, costs like $900, right? Probably the new Xbox cost $1,000. Can you imagine? And they got to sell these things. They got to peddle them off as much as possible. And the exclusivity really drives up the sales. They know it. And so they are intentionally, leading the gaming community like cattle into funneling you guys into buying their platforms. And they're both guilty, right? It's not like we're team PlayStation or team Xbox. They're both guilty. It's a forever fight. They're both guilty, but it would be nice if everyone could put down their arms and we could all agree that, let's have the games across all platforms, especially because it's for no reason. I think that's the part that's crazy, is that it's for no reason at all. Like, the game could easily be like played on the other one. They just deny the capability of it. It's insane to me. Didn't they make Gears an included PlayStation previously? Yeah, I imagine they did. Was Gears of War previously included as a Xbox only? Gears of War Judgment, Xbox only. None of those launched on PlayStation? What's causing the confusion is that Microsoft has started bringing some formerly Xbox exclusive games to PlayStation, such as Sea of Thieves, Forza Horizon 5, and Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. So this game has always been Xbox exclusive. But they're starting to, the tides are shifting. They're starting to go a different route. Interesting to see. Very interesting to see. All right, so what do we got here? That extraction, yeah, the DMZ extraction game, that would be interesting. We'll have to give it a try. Why not? The Mandalorian and Grogu crossed $290 million globally. Budget was 165 million. Wow. I was gonna want to watch. I think both games are great. Mm-hmm. I don't know if this means we have an update on the situation. Jason Schreier confirms there is no active development for Destiny 3. I will confirm Jason's confirmation that I had previously confirmed, but yeah, nothing's changed. And then someone said, FYI, this was from his video from 10 days ago. It says, clipping culture. It's an old video. Can you please share the funk mix you play at the start of streams? The videos or the music I play, just like we did, yeah. Paul's just clarifying, yeah. He's just saying nothing's changed. Yeah, this guy literally just said, yeah, FYI, this video's from 10 days ago. So, I mean, I guess it's hard to say that that's anything new, right? It's hard to say that's anything new because he's just confirming, I mean, that nothing has changed. I guess that's it. We could talk about it. It's a little bit there. We could bring up our petition, bring up June 9th. Well, crap. Guardians make their own fate. Or do they? As unfortunate as it is to report, we do have a small update on the topic of Destiny 3, its development, this viral movement that we started with the petition for Sony to develop Destiny 3. 363,000 verified signatures. This is incredible. And just yesterday, there was this clip posted by another Lucky, Jake Lucky, and they said Jason Schreier confirms there is no active development for Destiny 3. And this clip obviously went viral because it's a big topic, right? Unfortunately, clip farming is a strat on social media. And without the context of understanding that this clip is multiple weeks old, countless people were very confused. People thought that this was Jason Schreier confirming that even after the petition, Destiny 3 was denied. Like, for example, they were spitballing, there's Hiroki Totoki in the studio with Jason Jones, like, hey, what about a Destiny 3? And then they said no, even after seeing the petition. Well, it's not exactly what happened here, right? Jake Lucky was just posting the clip to, farm some impressions, farm some views, because it's a very trending topic right now. But the context is this is a very old video. This is like multiple weeks old. Right? This is like day 2 after Destiny was announced to be dead. Paul quote tweets him and says, I will confirm Jason's confirmation, which I had previously confirmed. But yeah, nothing's changed. So basically, from Paul's inside sources, nothing has changed. So we don't know of anything like getting greenlit or any movement. Obviously, the first thing we would get in regards to that would be something from Bungie, and that would be incredible. Our hope is that between the petition, between a massive attendance on June 9th, we show that this IP is valuable enough to get the green light for something in the future, right? Like, that's our game plan. That's our hope. It would seem as though we're not there yet, right? We got to keep going. We got to keep marching forward. Destiny Tracker posted here. This made me laugh. They said, what if they are just hiding it from you, Paul? I like that. But this individual said, FYI, this video was from 10 days ago. Yes, it's like a 2-week-old video, something like that. And we watched it when it came out. And so Paul says, clipping culture. So apparently Paul didn't watch the video when it came out either, but it seems as though, per his sources, nothing has changed just yet, which is interesting if that's the context, right? It's hard to understand. It's hard to, with all the different time warps we have now with people posting clips out of context and information from this and information from that and the petition here and the viral movement that's going on right now. There's over 50 different gaming outlets that have reported on this story now. Every content creator under the sun has talked about it. This thing has millions and millions, hundreds of millions of impressions globally, right? This thing is huge. This is absolutely massive. We wanted to know, really, has it made a difference? Are we cooking just yet? And right now, as it stands, on June 7th, it would seem as though the answer is no. We still got a ways to go. No news just yet. We just recently spammed the chat. Hey, they even got our emotes in there. We want D3 sign the petition. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Tom Warren from The Verge. This is a guy who writes, a journalist who writes for The Verge. Even they're covering our viral antics where we're taking to the streets and the streets of the chats on Twitch, I guess, of these live stream reveals, these game reveals, and we're saying we want Destiny 3, and everyone is spamming it again and again and again. And we got a bunch of attention from the Sony one. We got articles written about it. It was huge. We got a bunch of one from the Summer Games Fest yesterday. And again today with the Xbox Showcase, we locked in and we got a ton of people talking about it. When we do have an announcement, this guy will be the first to break it. Look at this guy. His account is, did Destiny 3 get announced today? At Destiny 3, please. Day 17, no Destiny 3. Day 16, no D3. Day 15, no Destiny 3 announcement at the Summer Games Fest, but the chat sure wanted it. Day 14, no Destiny 3, but Summer Games Fest is tomorrow, so let's give them hell. Day 13, no D3, but we sent them a message yesterday. Day 12, no. Day 11, no D3, PlayStation State of Play tomorrow, let's go. Guardians make their own fate. Day 10, no D3, but welcome to double digits. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Day 9, no D3. Date 8, no D3, but D2 is eating so but D2 is eating so good I don't care. So they're talking about the massive update with June 9th. Day 7, no Destiny 3, but Destiny 2 update looks good. Day 6, Destiny 3 has not been announced yet. The 12 tomorrow will have some important D2 info though. Day 5, Destiny 3 has not been announced today. Day 4, Destiny 3 has not been announced today. Use hashtag we want Destiny 3 to spread the word. This is crazy. This guy's account, what? This guy has 10,000 followers on this? What? 10,000 followers? Just tweeting out Destiny 3 did not come out today. That's it. Destiny 3 has not been announced today. Yep, there it is. Oh, he's got the petition. Let's go. Oh, man. We're going to follow these guys. We got to lock in on this. When will it get announced? Can you imagine how many days it gets up to? How long will this Guardian hold out for? All right. What happened here? Can you give me a comprehensive history of the console wars? Where this all began, why this is a popular term? The fan rivalry began those who identify strongly with a platform. Unlike movies, music, many games were exclusive to one system. If you wanted to play a certain game, you had to buy that company's hardware. The first major console war, late 1970s. This was the first World War. The early war. Atari, Mattel, and Coleco. The era ended with the North American video game crash of 1983, which devastated the industry. The Great Crash of 1983? What the hell happened in 83? God damn. Nintendo vs. Sega, the classic console war. Super Mario Bros., The Legend of Zelda, and Metroid. Nintendo became the first dominant force. Sega fights back. Genesis does what Nintendo don't. The aggressive marketing? Yeah, Genesis does what Nintendo don't. Sega positioned itself as faster, cooler, more mature. The mascot battle became Mario vs. Sonic the Hedgehog. Many historians consider this the most iconic console war ever. That's crazy. Sony enters the chat and changes everything. It's fascinating. Yeah, what the hell happened in 1983? What happened in 1983 to cause the crazy collapse? The video game crash of 1983 was so severe that many people thought the entire video game industry was finished. The market became flooded with too many low-quality games, too many consoles, and too little quality control. Consumers lost confidence, sales collapsed, and billions of dollars in value disappeared. The North American video game industry went from roughly $3.2 billion in 1983 to about $100 million by 1985, an astonishing decline. The video game crash. The problem number one, anyone could publish games. Unlike modern consoles, Atari had very little control over who could make the games for the Atari 2600. As the platform became successful, dozens of companies started releasing games. Many were rushed, poorly designed, or outright cash grabs. Consumers couldn't tell which games were worth buying. Imagine if anyone could upload games to PlayStation or Xbox stores with almost no review process. There was too many consoles. Atari, Intellivision, ColecoVision, numerous obscure systems. Do we need that? I still want to get my Soldier Boy console. Problem number 3, the E.T. disaster. E.T. the extraterrestrial. In 1982, Atari paid a huge amount for the E.T. license because the movie was a cultural phenomenon. The problem, the game was developed in roughly 5 weeks, an absurdly short schedule. The result was confusing and frustrating. Millions of cartridges were manufactured because Atari expected massive demand. Many remained unsold. While E.T. didn't cause the crash by itself, it became a symbol of everything that had gone wrong. They buy the rights to E.T., and in 5 weeks they developed the game? 5 weeks? Golly, that's a fucking team right there. Dude, man, imagine making games back then. That's what I'm saying. Making games back in the day, in the 1980s, fuck, dude. That was the wild, wild west, dude. Go look at the game itself. Yeah, I want to go see what this game was. This has to be an iconic game now because of it. E.T. 1982. We should go. Can I buy this on Steam? Dude, there's a full playthrough and it's 2.5 minutes long. There's a full... How? It has a little something for everyone. 9 out of 10 IGN. No wonder this game was buried. This is awful. Oh my god. They shipped this? This is crazy. What am I even watching right now? What? I need a full playthrough, dude. Where's the roll credits, dude? Is that it? Even watching this video, I feel like I'm wasting my time. That's crazy. This was the first Concorde? This was the actual first Concorde, dude. This is beautiful. This is crazy. E.T. I don't know why we don't reference E.T. as being a disaster. This is the first Concorde. That's so funny. It's crazy hearing about history about things that happened before you, right? The first Concorde. I gotta write that down. That's so funny, dude. God, that's hilarious. All right. Problem number 4, Pac-Man was a huge letdown. Another major issue is Pac-Man was one of the biggest arcade games ever. Consumers expected a faithful home version. Instead, the Atari version looked and played much worse than the arcade game. People bought it anyway because of the name, then felt disappointed. Dude, they bought it anyway and then felt disappointed. Pac-Man? What's it? What is that then? Bought it anyway but felt disappointed? That's the high guard? People downloaded high guard anyways. This is the first high guard. It's a tale as old as time. Problem number 5, retailers got burned. Stores ordered numerous quantities of games. When those games didn't sell, retailers were left with huge inventories. To clear shelves, prices were slashed. Some games that launched for $30 to $40 were being sold for just a few dollars. Jeez. Retailers became reluctant to stock video games at all. Wow. It's crazy how different times were back then, right? And nowadays it's like, oh, if you want Destiny 3, it's going to take 6 years and $500 million. And, to be fair, if you look at the quality of the game, of course, that shit fucking ET game that probably takes someone 5 minutes to make now, right? But it's crazy the difference in terms of discourse right now. The famous landfill story. For years, there was a rumor that Atari buried truckloads of unsold games in a landfill in Alamogordo. People thought it was an urban legend. In 2014, excavations confirmed that Atari really had dumped large quantities of unsold inventory there, including copies of E.T. That's hilarious. The game did so bad that they had to take the game and throw it into a landfill. They had to literally take the game and hurl it into a landfill. I never heard about this. No, I've never heard about this. This is way before my time. 2014, that would have been when Destiny came out. I was locked in, dude. I was playing Vault of Glass. That's insane that they hurled it. Can we take every hard copy of Marathon and hurl it into a landfill? Is that a strat that we can do? Why Nintendo succeeded when Atari failed. When Nintendo arrived in North America with the Nintendo Entertainment System, it deliberately avoided Atari's mistakes. Nintendo introduced strict quality controls, the Nintendo Seal of Quality. Publishers had to be approved. Nintendo limited how many game companies could release. Poor quality games were filtered out. Consumers regained confidence. Marketing trick, Nintendo even avoided calling the NES a video game console at first because the phrase had become toxic after the crash. Instead, it was marketed more like an entertainment system. Wow. They actually found the burial. Yeah, they found the burial site. Look. They actually found the burial site of the ET games. That's it right there. He has one in his hand. Look there. You can see the excavator. They're just like digging up games from the fight. They have pictures. It was in 2014. It wasn't that long ago. Like they probably have videos of this shit. Crazy, right? That's insane. So yeah, the Nintendo came into the space and they had the seal of quality. This is interesting. I feel like I'm becoming cultured on video game history and now I understand some shit way better. I see how Nintendo came in and because they were more strict, their the structure ended up doing them better. Why the crash matters today. The crash directly shaped modern gaming. Platform holders tightly control publishing. Certification processes exist. Console manufacturers aggressively curate stores. Exclusives become a way to sell hardware. Companies became obsessed with quality control. Without the crash, there's a decent chance Nintendo never becomes dominant in North America. Sega never rises to challenge them. Sony may never see a path into the market. And the console wars as we know them might never have happened. Damn, dude, that's the crash put us on this twisted timeline, dude. That's wild. That's insane. How funny is that? The original Concorde ET. At least Concorde wasn't so bad that they had to go bury it in a dumpster. They literally had to physically hurl thousands and thousands of copies into a landfill. Light it on fire. Burn this shit. That's crazy. Nintendo and Sony at one time wanted to work together. Damn. They'd be too powerful together. Too powerful. Fascinating. I'm learning more about these console wars. I'm trying to get into more console related news, right? So I want to cover the news on these consoles because they're once Destiny, once everyone's bored of talking about Destiny, I feel like the next saga of drama and chaos of these console wars that are going on. And this is like a fascinating topic that I just never took the time to learn more about. But as I educate myself and inform myself more, I'm becoming even more wildly fascinated with the fact that all of this happened and how it all happened. The PS1 was made for Nintendo originally? Really? Wow. How fascinating is that? Was there a history between PlayStation and Nintendo actually working together? What is it true that the PlayStation 1 was made for Nintendo? See what it says here. Yes, in fact, one of the biggest what ifs in gaming history is that PlayStation exists because a Nintendo partnership fell apart. The short version, in the late 1980s and the early 1990s, Nintendo and Sony were working together on a CD-ROM add-on for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. The project was called the Nintendo PlayStation, with a space between PlayStation. Had things gone differently, PlayStation might have been a Nintendo-branded product rather than Sony's own console line. Why Nintendo needed Sony? When Nintendo was developing the what is that? SNES and Super Nintendo Entertainment System. CD technology was becoming attractive because CD could hold vast more data than cartridges. Nintendo wanted more storage, better audio, lower manufacturing costs. So they're trying to get away from the cartridge era. I miss those cartridges. I played the Nintendo 64 though, mostly. I guess I played Nintendo 64, I did play Super Nintendo, and I did have an original Nintendo. So I went Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64. I didn't play much Sega, though. I never owned, like, a Dreamcast. My friend owned one. Sony already had expertise in audio electronics and digital media. Interestingly, Sony engineer Ken Kutaragi had already worked with Nintendo by helping design the Super Nintendo Entertainment System sound chip. That relationship led to deeper collaboration. The original plan, the standard Super Nintendo that used cartridges, a CD-ROM attached that expanded its capabilities. Wow. Sony would manufacture much of the technology. Prototype units were built. Whoa, it literally looks like a PlayStation and a Nintendo together. Only a handful of prototypes are known to have existed. This would be something I want on my shelf behind me, dude. If anyone has probably a cool hundreds of thousands of dollars, maybe. Look at that. That's the birthday gift right there. It's a freaking Nintendo with a it's got the disc tray in there. Dude, what the hell? Looks crazy. Sony publicly announced the partnership. The next day, Nintendo announced it was partnering with Philips instead. Sony executives were reportedly blindsided. Sony gets angry. Rather than abandon the technology, Sony decided to, we'll make our own console. That's crazy that Sony gets slighted by Nintendo, so they just decide to launch their own console as retribution. That's the Sony that we know today. They were the little brother to Nintendo, and Nintendo said, you're not cool enough to hang out with us. So they said, fuck it, I'll start my own console. That's insane. The irony is that Nintendo created its most powerful future competitor. Wild, huh? Absolutely wild. You see stories kind of like this, though, with like even Bungie leaving Microsoft. They like left and then created their own wildly successful franchise. The player counts just spiked on Destiny 2. Yeah, you think so? Probably because it's Lance Reddick's birthday, dude. We were telling people, go to the tower. Go to the tower on Lance's birthday. Say hi to Commander Zavala. Sony won because cheap CDs, massive storage capacity, easier production. One famous example was Final Fantasy. Publisher shifted support towards PlayStation. Square moved from the franchise from Nintendo to PlayStation largely because CDs offered far more storage than cartridges. That move was a huge victory for Sony. They kept with the cartridges. That's fascinating. It's fascinating that the CD had way more storage than the cartridge, and that was a big proponent in it. It's crazy that we still have CDs to this day. Like I still have this, like this is technically the same, kind of the same technology, right? Like the CD technology, the disc technology. Like that drama all those years ago still manifests this day. I mean, now most people are probably buy digital, right? 2 days left for D-Day. Yeah, we got to go to the store. I got to get a bunch of food. I'm doing like preparation. This is like prepping for the zombie apocalypse, dude. You have to get enough food so that way you can hunker down and you don't have to leave your setup. I have to fix my standing desk because I have to sit here all day for like 15 hours. So I have to be able to sit and stand without leaving the desk. I got to clean off the side. I need stacks. I'm going to have Oreos on top of Oreos on top of Oreos. It's going to be just food and drinks and pizzas and chicken and everything here, dude. It's going to be insane. We're going to be so unbelievably locked in come June 9th. There's a bug with Golden Gun, says Hunter Main. What happened? We hit 24-hour peak with 37 players. That's what I'm saying. It's Lance's birthday, dude. Go say hi to Commander Zavala on his birthday, dude. That's awesome. Watch this, says Hunterman. I will whisper you. You can't type anything in chat, but I can whisper you, so. Let me go to my chat here. Whisper you, big dog. There you go. You can send it in that Twitch whisper. What's the overall count from the popularity report? Let's see here. Looks like we're at... Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Holy shit. It's at 405,000. We're already at almost Renegades numbers. Dude, guys, we are about to show up. We are about to show up. This is definitely a video. Look at this. We are about to show up in a big way. Holy shit, dude. Here come the Guardians. That's what I'm saying. Holy fuck, that's a big spike. What the hell is going on? Dude, this is insanity. We got to get a video out on this right now. That's crazy. The Guardians are here. What is today even? Today's just a Sunday at 4 p.m. Golly. You guys aren't fucking around. Guardians make their own fate. And boy, howdy are we. Holy, look at the population right now. It is skyrocketing up at the time I'm recording this video, and it's only 4 p.m. on a Sunday. We are breaking records. If you don't know, we are edging closer to the launch of Renegades numbers. It's June 7th. It's June 7th, guys. We still have the rest of today, tomorrow, and then the day after is the big update. 405,000 on popularity report. Renegades peaked at 600,000. How are we? This is crazy. This is absolutely insane. People are showing up. If you don't think records are about to be broken, we're for sure clearing Renegades. We're for sure clearing Edge of Fate. I don't know if we're going. I mean, look, guys, look. Hey, it's this could be a tall order right here. This is the final shape shows up as like 1.7 million. Okay, 1.7 million is crazy. I will say though, from doing the math and the calculations from basically where we're at and then how much it jumps, you do see sometimes a 3x effect generally happening. It's hard to say. So if we are at 400,000 right now, and it could go up to 500,000, if we saw a 3x, that could be 1.5 million, which is not quite the final shape, but boy, howdy, is that close. And that sends a powerful message. This is crazy. This combined with the petition edging closer and closer to 400,000. This is good news right now. This is awesome. This is exactly what we like to see. And it should be said that today is June 7th, which is Lance Reddick's birthday. He passed away. He was the voice actor for Commander Zavala. Most of you already know about the situation, but today's his birthday. And not that that matters to the launch of Destiny 3 or anything necessarily, but we've been advocating, we're talking about, log in, go say goodbye to Commander Zavala, obviously go say hi to him, right? Show him some love. This is one of the most beloved characters in the franchise. And we're doing everything we can to commemorate and honor, obviously, his legacy. He's very missed over the years. And obviously, Destiny 2 is on its way out. You know what I'm saying? Destiny 2, the show is over. The lights are shutting down. They're getting quieter. And we're not going out quietly, though, right? We're not going down without a fight. We showed up to Sony's State of Play and we made a massive headlines and a big bang with that one. We showed up to the Summer Games. We just showed up as well to the Xbox showcase, which didn't even make sense. Xbox was like, what they say fuck me for, right? Well, Xbox is catching strays now as well. And the point is not to harass, but the point is just to show that there's a massive audience of people that want to play Destiny 3. And we don't care who makes it. Sony, fine. Microsoft, also fine. Valve, whoever. We want a Destiny 3. You know what I'm saying? We want the Destiny universe to live on beyond the death of Destiny 2. It's our belief, at least mine, I can't speak for everyone, that this last year was due to largely mismanagement and allocated resources onto Marathon. But Destiny 2 was meant to thrive. Destiny 2 was meant to live many, many years and succeed and continue to grow. But unfortunately, it was mismanaged. And that was one of the biggest contributing factors. So Destiny 3 is not a failed project or a waste of time. It is a surefire bet to grow a massive audience for your platform, whether it's PlayStation, Microsoft, doesn't matter who owns it or who does it, whether it's Bungie or Embark or Digital Extremes or whoever, it doesn't matter to us, right? We just want to see the Destiny IP go forward. And at least for the time being, everyone is locked in, and ready to go for June 9th. I don't know what's going to happen. They might shut the servers down for like maintenance on June 8th. So if you are trying to go, clear your vault or something, which you don't even really need to do because they're going to give you 300 more spaces. But if you wanted to clear your vault or roam around, keep in mind, now might be the last day because there might be a bunch of server maintenance on June 8th, the day before. I'm not sure if that's the case or if Bungie's announced that. I can go look it up real quick. It would seem as though there is no mention at all from Bungie server status as the timeline for the game going down. I'm assuming they'll give us an update on that tomorrow. They probably should give us an update as soon as possible, because I think most people are going to try and play the day before, right, to get ready. And if the game's going to be down the whole day, you know, be mindful of that. Just as a disclaimer, most of the time the game is down for at least a few hours before these updates. And this is meant to be a massive update. So I can only imagine the game will be down for probably 3 or 4 hours at minimum, if not longer, due to the size and scale of this crazy update. So be prepared. It's going to be a big day. And continue logging in. My God, dude. How high do you think it's going to get? How high do you think it's going to land before the June 9th update? And then what do you think happens after that? Crazy stuff. Want to live on good times, something related? Yeah. Absolutely. I sent the short your way. Okay, yeah, let me pull this up.
That the Titan does is have on Howl of the Storm. That's it. All you have to do is fly your tractor cannon. We're just using that to kind of buff our damage even more for the higher weaken. And as soon as the Titan slides into the boss and freezes, as soon as I see the freeze happen, I shatter the crystals because I'm shooting the boss and then crit, and boom, there it is. Old Nighthawk big boom numbers. Also, shout out to Spite for putting this strat on Twitter so we could see how to do it. Now, you could optimize this with an overshield. If the Titan does have an overshield, you can proc Singularity Blade. For some reason, if the Titan has the overshield, when going in for that slide, it increases the Nighthawk damage even more. We don't know why. Now, I do want to point out you do not need the overshield to get this to work. It just increases the damage. So if you don't want to use the overshield, you can still nuke. If you're wondering what I had on, I just had acrobatic dodge for the extra radiant damage, the weaken for my grenade, and then courage for my transcendence. Nothing really fancy here. Just using Nighthawk and instant nuking bosses. Hopefully Bungie fixes this by Tuesday so we don't destroy Pantheon. Well, hunters, Lucky Pants got nerfed, Grapple got nerfed. So explain this. What you're seeing here is Nighthawk interacting with the Titan. All that the Titan does is have on Howl of the Storm. That's it. All you have.
That's crazy. What's up, Lucky? What's up, Janice? $50K by Monday. Yeah, it's going to be a crazy turnout, man. It's going to be an insane turnout. Looking forward to it. All right. What other stuff went down today, chat? What other stuff went down today? Let's see what we got in here for the news.
Astrogos put.
What just happened here? Now I'm angry from Donkey. Uh-oh, what happened here?
Astrogos put out an interesting video an hour ago featuring me. Let's watch it. Let's do a react stream, guys. It. Let's watch this video. Finally, we get to do the reactions. Finally, we are the one reacting to Astacross.
I feel like it's really hitting everyone right now. I think my lore guys were still believing, and I think now it's really starting to hit them. It's starting that, which in turn is hitting me now. Trying to stay excited about the Monument of Triumph trailer and Sandbox News. The depression anger is finally starting to hit me. I can't believe this is the end of Destiny. Sony. Also, Sony definitely didn't include.
That's my tweet.
The Monument trailer instead of play on purpose. The reason why it's hitting Donkey so hard is this right here. This right here. Oh wow, it's actually over. So Earth is stable again, and it's no transmuting after Three's death. Plus the travel.
It was a type. I typo so bad on Twitch or on Twitter, and no transmutating. Dude, I don't know what it is. I'm so bad.
To normal, no longer changing after being corrupted by darkness. I didn't think they would cut off the Fate Saga this way and depress. It is so crazy to me. The Traveler being corrupted now was teeing things up essentially for that next saga. This is very interesting. As though Traveler's terraforming the Earth to counter the effects of transmutation. So as the Earth changes, the Traveler reverses it. Definitely wasn't what was originally planned, but still makes sense. I wonder how the Traveler woke up. I really feel like what Allison was faced with was this. They came in there, they said, hey, can we make a D3? Sony said no. Sony then said, hey, listen, we're going to cut support for Destiny. And then I wouldn't be surprised if the devs threatened to fucking walk out if they couldn't do one final update. Yeah, it's just
I don't know. Allison said a couple of things on Twitter. It read to me almost as though the Fate Saga is over, but the main central villains and characters can still be picked up again later. As in, because she's constantly talking about like, oh, we're going to leave characters in interesting places. Even though like Earth's transmutations seems to be over. Saturn is still a villain. Bale is still out there. Jupiter is still out there. The Nine are still relevant as villains. And they're still a threat to the universe or to the solar system, whatever. It's just that the main central driving force of the Fate Saga is over. We won't really see how that concludes unless they repurpose it into a Destiny 3, which is, we never know if it'll ever happen.
So as the Earth changes, the Traveler reverses it. Definitely wasn't what was originally planned, but still makes sense. I wonder how the Traveler woke up. I really feel like what Allison was faced with was this. They came in there, they said, hey, can we make a D3? Sony said no. Sony then said, hey, listen, we're going to cut support for Destiny. And then I wouldn't be surprised if the devs threatened to fucking walk out if they couldn't do one final update. Yeah, it's just depressing now. It's fucking depressing now.
And I also think like whether the devs would have walked out, I think it's more so that they already had stuff in the works. They seemingly, based on the reporting, decided to shut down Destiny 2 when Shadow and Order was initially delayed. I don't know if they were like, oh, we're gonna walk out, because obviously the reporting is the majority of the devs had no idea that the service was coming to an end. It was a smaller group of devs. And so I think that Allison and the narrative team had to find out a way in which they could just conclude the story, but also leave it in a way that it could be picked up again in the future. And the only way they could do that is by ending the Fate Saga. And so the narrative team, obviously knowing that this would have to be the final update, had to cook up some type of conclusion to the Fate Saga, but in a way that, like, obviously because Bungie doesn't want Destiny to die, that's what Paul Tassi reported, they still have to conclude the narrative in a way that it could potentially be picked up in the future. We just don't know what it looks like yet, you know?
So yeah, it seems pretty clear what's happening there. They wanted to, obviously, like you just said, basically, they are told they have to wrap it up, and they're not going to get another year. Like, you're not going to get the Alchemist and Shattered Cycle to tell, the further narratives where the threads were going with the Fate Saga. So they had to wrap it up, but they didn't want to wrap it up in a super like a way that has a ton of finality just in case of the reboot or something, I guess, which is insane. But I guess that's probably the better way to end it. It's sometimes it's nice when stories have a clear like finality to them, but it's not the case for this one. They want it to be like, the Fate Saga is coming to an end, but, who knows what could happen in the future. How embarrassing would it be if Sony walks back the last update and says, no, once those decisions are made, there's nothing that's going to change that decision. Like, even if the update had a ton of people, it's not going to revert Destiny 2 going back live service. It's just not how that would work, It's not going to be the outcome. What's much more likely is, the Destiny IP or a Destiny spin-off game or something could happen. A Destiny 3, a Destiny 1 remastered. Those are more likely outcomes than rebooting the live service thing again, It would have, we don't know the exact finances, but it would have been burning so much money that it would have just been, here's the thing, to cancel your biggest live service game is not an easy task. It's not something you do willy-nilly, right? You would only do that when the trend has shown that it's burning too much money and that it's not worth it, right? And unfortunately, that was, the final shape was the final shape had layoffs, right? And that was our last chance at, seeing if we could keep any sort of semblance of success for Destiny, right? And then after the final shape, we had the episodes, which I think probably performed okay, but not terrible. And then the Edge of Fate was the Edge of Fate must have been the first red flag of like, holy shit, this is terrible. We're in trouble. And then the Renegades was like, yeah, it's over. Renegades launch and its first month would have been like, yeah, it's over. And they probably were starting to scramble and strategize how they could end it, because a lot of the stuff that's sold with a game like Destiny, you know, you can see how Destiny trends with its revenue growth, right? Like Destiny, I'll give you a good understanding of what I mean by this. Destiny can be a live service game, right? That's meant to make money throughout the whole year. Like in a perfect situation with a live service game or with a business, you make the same money, generally speaking, day to day, right? Like generally that's how it works, unless your company is like seasonal, you know, but like live service 24/7, servers are online. You're meant to make a similar amount of money each day, but it's not how Destiny has ever functioned. Partly due to these like annual expansions, Destiny makes a ton of money right here. And what happens on this day right here basically green lights this day right here, if that makes sense, right? So whatever happens on this day, Shadowkeep, they're like, oh, we made, you know, fucking whatever, $150 million, let's say. Yeah. Like that's probably like by the estimations of what Jason Schreier was saying, that within a calendar year, they were making about 200 million. So this probably did make like 150 million, right? And that funded the developmental effort of this. So now this gets to happen because Shadowkeep hits this, this gets to happen. And because Beyond Light hit numbers like this, Witch Queen gets to happen. And then because Witch Queen hit numbers like this, Lightfall gets to happen. And then we had layoffs in here because Lightfall got really, really bad. People were a bit annoyed with a few different elements we don't need to talk about anymore. We've talked about it extensively. So we had layoffs, and then this happened. And I think the expectations were too high. We were kind of hoping that the penultimate ending was going to be closer to this, I think, if I had to guess. I think they were expecting Final Shape. Still an impressive turnout. Like, don't get me wrong, we're not making fun of the Final Shape's outcome, but I think we were expecting something more closer to this, maybe even this. For you know, the end of a 10-year saga, right? The idea was that all of these people here and all of these people here and all of these people here and all these people here and all these people here and all the people in D1 that aren't even on this chart, all of those people would get the news that there's the end is coming and the craziest raid boss we ever fought would be there, and you'd get to fight them. And that would draw in all these people. So that way these numbers would all funnel in, and the ending would be a massive success that would shatter records for Destiny, right? Unfortunately, I think that the Lightfall, its shortcomings cooked it worse than we realized. And so immediately after this, because this was only 1.8 million, they were probably projecting this to be like 2.5 million, 3 million, probably something insane. Like this is 2.5 million, right? This is Shadowkeep. They were probably expecting closer to this range. Because it didn't get there, we have round 2 of layoffs, which was 220. And so now we're left with, you know, can we sustain this? Can we keep this level of success, right? So this is the idea. Can we keep this level of success for the next year? And we were cutting it short, probably too much. There was no layoffs announced for a full year. So clearly the episodes must have done well enough, but you can see the signs of trouble when Edge of Fate came out. As soon as Edge of Fate came out, they were like, yep. Basically, Edge of Fate's poor performance doesn't give the green light for the next year, right? Because Edge of Fate did so bad, they're like, yeah, we're not going to give you the green light for the next year. Like, we're not going to give you the green light for Shattered Cycle and that. And so I imagine there was a moment of time where, okay, normally they have the green light given at this point in time, but they said, we'll give you an extension. We'll see what Renegades does. If Renegades can make up for the revenue because of the Star Wars and the cosmetics and the this, that, right? If Renegades can make up for the lackluster performance of Edge of Fate and get you guys back to, you know, some semblance of success, then we'll go forward. And then Renegades launched, and Renegades was better than Edge of Fate, but still performed worse. And that was actually the worst moment for Destiny, is Renegades was better than Edge of Fate, but performed worse. And that's the moment that they killed it. It's like, I guarantee you 1 week into Renegades, they were already like discussing how are they going to wrap it up, because the green light for the next thing wouldn't have been given. They wouldn't have given the green light for Shattered Cycle. And like it's a big budget that goes into this. And they think these things through months and months and months, maybe even like they're going to have loose plans years in advance, right? They're going to have a blueprint, right? You've seen in the past where they had a whole Destiny game plan where it was like Destiny 1, 2, 3, and 4, a 10-year plan with like expansions in between each one. They're thinking years ahead. You know, it's not like they just randomly on a Wednesday are like, hey, yeah, this is actually doing kind of bad. Let's just shut this down. Like they're thinking years ahead. And this for sure cooked it, and then Renegades killed it. So had Renegades done better, had Edge of Fate done better, we would have at least saw another year, but unfortunately that's not how it worked. There's no population report for Marathon. It would be awesome if there was, man. That would actually be really interesting. I would love to see what that looks like. I'm sure it wouldn't be too flattering though, right? Probably would not be the most epic. All right, chat. I got to head out a little bit earlier today, unfortunately, because we got some stuff to go do. So we're gonna be taking a little break here. We got to go get some food. We got to get geared up. Got to clean up the house, right? So it doesn't look like a complete pigsty. I'm not gonna run the stream right now because I'm focusing on just getting stuff done. So we'll be back. I might stream again later tonight, or I'll definitely stream tomorrow, obviously, but it depends on what the servers are doing. So it might be a weird stream, but we're obviously gearing up, getting ready mostly for the June 9th update. June 9th is going to be a big day. We're going to be streaming every day for like the first 2 weeks, probably like 10 plus hours a day. So it's going to be a crazy time. Joey the Drunken Pirate, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Joey, W's in chat for Joey. Thank you. Sorry I missed that. Appreciate you, bud. Thank you for the follows, the subs, the bits, the donations. Sign the petition. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Good night, everyone. Peace.